Don't have a number 30 in my book, mate, but he's having a shot for goal at the moment.
Clarky might know who it is.
Oh, no, that's a big fella. That's big Reece Lehman.
He did a
Berry boy.
He did a hammy in that first game, yeah. Okay, thanks, Trev.
Missed a pretty valuable shot of goal in the 18s Grand Final of 2022, just quietly.
Here we go, Trev, after this ad. Tell me about it.
Scared of a thunderstorm.
Okay, here we are. Welcome, everyone, to the Barmera Lakeside Oval for... Here we go. Start again. Welcome, everyone, to the Lakeside Oval, to the 5RM Riverland football match of the day, which is Barmera Monash, the home side, versus Loxton North. The reason you're hearing me and not Lockie Winnell today is Lockie is home in bed with the positive, but his loss is our gain, because joining us here today in commentary is, of course, the one and only Travis Dubrick. Welcome, Travis.
G'day, Trev. How you going, mate? Good to be here.
All the better for your being here, mate. Hey, cracking day down here, isn't it? The oval looks great.
Beautiful day, as Trev just mentioned. Bit of some clouds coming in over the back of the lake there. Bit of rain.
So
what's few days?
What's the plan? Get a couple of goals on board quick, wait for it to rain and block it up? No. Hey, look, we watched these two sides in round one when Barmera Monash squeaked home with the points by about 4 goals. It was a pretty tough game, and it was a fair bit concentrated around stoppages. And it'll be interesting to see how it pans out today. You've got some changes for us, mate?
Yes, well, I've heard out of the actual budget nominated team, Tyson Kent is out for Loxton North.
Oh, big loss for the Panthers.
Yet to find who his replacement actually is. And I also believe for Barmera Monash, the Junkyard Dog, your man. 5RM's
one favourite player, the Junkyard Dog, Jake Smith, out. That'll hurt him a little bit around the ball as well.
Bit of give and take there from both teams, though, maybe.
Yep.
We sort of cross each other out a little bit.
Yep. Can you see the wind going in any particular direction? Because North are kicking towards the highway. Barmera going back towards the Bowls Club.
Yeah, in the earlier games, I think a lot of the goals that were kicked at the actual scoreboard end, but both ends you can score from.
Okay, so Barmera heading to the scoreboard end first. Just quickly for those people just joining us, Loxton North winning the B grade by 8 goals. It was 12-6 to 4-6. Here we go, mate.
Umpire Shane McPherson, the tennis player for Berry, is going to throw the ball up in the centre of the ground. It's going to be Middleton up against the big man. Well, he pumps the ball down. Eckerman will go first point for Loxton North. Runs far, gets the handball. Maybe should have kicked. Comes out the Judge Sherpick. It's going to be a free kick for holding. Go on back.
Not a bad move, Sherpick at centre half forward. Big oval, he'll cover the ground, dudes.
So Mason Eckerman looks inboard, just a little kick. Scott comes out, honours the lead, about 60 out from goal. He's going to look up. It's pretty open. He wants to get it in quick. And this is what he does. But Barmera, good defence. And the big player. I reckon that's the guy we're talking about pre-game there, is it? Nobby?
It is. No, who we got there? We got Mason Middleton, the big fella.
Mason. And he turns the ball over with his kick. Expecting to see a bit of this today, I think, mate, with the ball on the ground. But Barmera are going to win it out the clinches. It's a quick kick forward. Goes out looking for Tarso Bantalis. He's Will of the Wisp, picked up by the doctor of Loxton North. The man there, not Justin Proud, he looks very much like him, but that's Brett Sherbick's son-in-law.
Yep.
And they're off and going to the races now. Oh, I'm not going to say this all day, but we're going to see some turnovers. That's Mock. Mock for Barmera, kicks out, looking goes towards Mock. Goes in board there. It's going to be a big tackle, a handball. Ball's going to throw it up.
So the ruckman playing in the back play there, Middleton, who moves up to the contest now, but he actually kicked it to the opposing ruckman. Hample.
Up they go again. Hample, one of the better ruckmen of the competition, wins it down, but Barmera Monash, off they go for Bantalis, inside 50. Lee comes out, Lehman! Couldn't take the mark. Ball's on the ground now. Anton Cook, the old warhorse, gets it over towards Beswick. Beswick will steady, and you kick out towards half-back, but turns it over. Young Wookie picks it up. He's going to be players everywhere. Looks inside. Bantalis, good use of the body. Well done by Jack Oates for the Panthers. He wins the ball at ground level. High tackle, though. No, play on's the call.
Oates, a valuable player for the Panthers at centre half back. They missed him. He played in ruck last time they played him, and centre half back's a better spot for him, mate.
So Lehman goes up for the ruck for Barmera. Gets down. That's too high. No, it's not. I'm going to put the whistle away, Nobby.
Yeah,
I'm not going to try and predict this.
But one thing's for sure, they're consistent.
Up they go again. It's going to be a kick from Cook, just around the corner, out towards defensive 50. Eckerman for the Panthers fights at ground level. Barmera just hold it up and keep the ball in. Young player with the helmet on out there, young Dylan Klingville. They go again. There's going to be plenty of stoppages. Well done there by Wilch.
Yep.
Wilch gets towards Joel Worsfold. Good to see Joel back, Nobby.
Yeah, it is, and it's his 100th game today, is it?
100th game, yeah.
Yep, not bad for a young fella for tuning in.
They go again. It's going to be shut. Oh, well done by the Barmera. They go forward again. Lehman comes out. Duke's extended. Couldn't take the mark. Good defending by Cook. Ball rolls around. It's going to be Big Oaks there. Gets it over towards Cook again. Gets tackled. That's holding the ball.
Oh.
That's holding the ball. And umpire McPherson.
We're about to see the first score for McDonald's Renmark. The My Macca's Rewards has arrived. Order via the Macca's app and start earning today, mate. We're about to get the first bit of, perhaps the first goal as well for the Peruna store.
Good defensive start by Barmera.
Yeah.
Holding the ball in tight.
Forward defence, very, very tough. They kept it there and they created this opportunity, really.
So when he comes, Bantalis. He's got the ponytail. He kicks right through the football. And the Barmera crowd are up and about with that one.
So
First goal to Barmera.
So there we are, 2 minutes 55 in, and from the Nippies clock, and the first goal's on the board. Interesting effort by the Barmera Monash little fellas to put the pressure on the Loxton North big blokes there, Dubes.
Yeah, Tazo Bantalis in round one was a bit of a form in Loxton North's side there, Nobby.
He sure was, and so was Watke, by the way. He scored quite a bit that day.
Yeah, interesting. Watke starting on the ball.
Yep.
In the middle for Barmera.
So to the Wildworks electrical scoreboard, Barmera Monash 1 goal, Loxton North yet to get on the board.
Up they go again. It's going to be Hample. Gets beaten by Middleton. Down towards Butterworth. Couldn't win it. Shark by Eckerman for Loxton North. Goes inside. Juho, big fly there for Coney. Couldn't take the ball. Barmera out of defence. It's going to be Butterworth this time out wide. Looking for his teammate out there in Drugamullah. Drugamullah, he's got the open wing. Kicks a beautiful pass in.
Gee, that was almost the MTESA mark of the day there, but he couldn't quite hang on.
Riley Haig on the lead. Hit the ball well. Ball spilled out of bounds, out of side. Barmera Monash 1 straight 6. Loxton North yet to score. Half forward for the Roos. Just a punch inside 50. They get to chain of Hamples. Here's Wookie. He's going to have a flying shot. And that's a goal. That's a goal for Barmera. They're up and about, Nobby Norton.
Gee whiz, they are. And that probably just pips the previous one for the Peruna store in Brownsville Tavern goal of the day, I reckon. Watke's in the lead there, and going to the Wildworks scoreboard, Barmera Monash 2-0-12 to Loxton North, yet to get on the board.
Pretty easy out of defence for Barmera, wasn't it?
Came out way too quick off that half-forward line, and hope everyone tuning in for McDonald's Renmark to My Macca's Rewards have arrived. Order via the My Macca's app and start earning today. Every time I say that,
I'm just thinking of a cheeseburger, Nobby.
I'm looking around the door thinking, where's ours?
Now, Loxton North need to win another clearance here. They won the first 2 centre clearances but haven't got the score on the board. Umpires pulled a free kick out. It's going to be a hold, is it, to Barmera Monash?
Middleton on top in the middle on the Hample. It doesn't happen very often, but he seems to have him a bit early.
So the big body of Tommy Lefty in the centre of the ground. He kicks towards half forward. Players fire. Alex Norman couldn't take it. It's intercept mark there to Beswick. Players demonstrating and 50 metres. No. It's Beswick at a half back for the Panthers. Kicks into the centre of the ground. He's going to turn it over. Well,
Straight to Middleton again.
He kicks long towards a forward 50. Brought on there by the Loxton North player in Hugo Keller, Dr. Keller. And he goes backwards to Anton Cook. They're going to look at the switch. Ooh. He goes across here towards Fitzner. No, sorry, Shapley. Shapley for Loxton North comes in board for Eckerman.
G started well.
Eckerman, just a little kick, being the possession game here to Will Lehman, the ex-Loxton player. Kicks further afield, looking for Judd Sherpig. Judd comes up, takes the mark, plays on quickly. Kicks down towards his under-18's ex-teammate there in Will Schultz. Couldn't take the mark, and Barmera will win the ball back at half-back.
Short kick to nowhere. Sherpig onto it, punches it forward. Here it comes back to you, Dubes.
Yeah, Tommy Lefty gets the call, gets the kick, kicks towards half forward. Well done their way. Alex Norman for Barmera. Gets the handball in towards Terry Packer. Terry Packer goes up towards Reese Lehman. Get the handball. Don't pull the U-turn there, Reese. Goes to Bantalis. He can stiff a goal. Loxton North get back in numbers.
Gee whiz, they were lucky to hold that in there close. That could have been dangerous. There was plenty of Barmera players loose there.
Plenty of space in Barmera's forward 50, just quietly nobbing.
Yep, here we are. 6.5 minutes in. Barmera 2 goals to Loxton North, nothing.
Justin Proud gets the clearance over towards Joel Worsfold. He's kicked it like his ankle's not looking fantastic, but they're going to win the ball. George kicks up towards, it's an open 50. It's a race of the Light Brigade back there. Look at the pace. Is Coney up there? Oh, it's going to get beaten back. Good defensive work by Barmera. And it's going to be a free kick for a trip. I like that play though, Nobby.
Yeah, it was good. They looked dangerous, dude.
Butterworth in the back pocket for Barmera. Monash brings it inboard, finds Jordan Freeman.
Not enough pressure on the Barmera defence. Bring it out, is there, mate?
There's not. Freeman looks up. Just going to play a bit of tempo footy. Goes back into the opposite pocket. They keep control of the ball. Barmera towards Mellington. Couldn't take the mark. Loxton North now back into a chance. And there'll be a stoppage. Umpires quickly today. Shane McPherson, Matt Golding and Max Jericho are your field umpires.
Yep, pretty good start by Barmera today, Dubes.
Judd Sherpig takes the tap, goes for Eckerman. Couldn't win the ball, goes again. Second efforts, Coach Sherpig would be happy with that. We're going to see a bit of this, Nobby, because it's the way both teams play.
They do, they keep it tight.
Again a tap, goes down, just looking for a clearance. Barmera, get out in the space now. It's going to be young Klingbeil, comes in with a helmet, gets the hip and shoulder, goes bang, wins the ball. Gets a bit of space, goes to the territory, kicks up towards centre wing. Tarso Bantalis, you're a star, wins the ball. Comes up towards Wookey. I think they've swapped. Plays on quickly, goes for Lehman, one-on-one. Up there with Cook. Oh, he's going to take that all day, Cookie. Oh, and Lehman comes out and gives the barrel. And it's going to be a free kick.
Lehman knew it was coming, but he stood his ground.
Ricky's got to get on his horse a little bit.
Yep.
Cookie's going to take that all day long, the one-on-one.
Absolutely.
Out they go, the Panthers now. Out towards Joel Worsfold, out in the centre wing, out of side. Goes up towards Fitzner. Fitzner with good leg speed too. Gets the ball, collects it, handballs over the top. It's going to be George again. Is it Coney? Coney of the wheels, kicks inside. It's that money ball they talk about at AFL level. Gets it out the back. Loxton North are going to run into the open goal, are they? Yes, they are. That is a goal to Loxton North.
Nice goal. That'll go in the hunt for the goal of the day from Peruna's Store and Brownsville Tavern.
Goal kicker there, Nobby.
Who was it? Number 23, I reckon, dude. Grieger.
Big Greeks.
It was Griegs.
42.
Well.
So Benjamin Grieger runs into the goal.
Well, he displayed a fair bit of pace there, didn't he?
Yeah, brought up by the Joel Worsfold on the outer side wing.
And that's the way Loxton North have to do it. Get it in the open and run it on. And looking at the Wildworks electrical scoreboard, Barmera Monash 2 goals, 12. Loxton North 1 goal, 6. 9.5 minutes into the first quarter on the Nippies clock, because it's always time for a Nippies, dude.
And I wanted to say this. I've been dying to say it. You're listening to the Riverland and Mallee's 5RM.
4 Macca's, My Macca's Rewards has arrived. Order via the Macca's app and start earning today.
So back in the centre, it's going to be Hample.
Have you got that app on your phone?
Oh, I've got all the apps, Nobby. It's going to be Hample and Big Middleton again. Wins the ascendancy, Middleton, but the first touch.
That might be an important goal North down that end against the scoring.
Ian Worsfold for Loxton North wins the ball at ground level, but turns it over. Been impressed with this young fella. That's Alex Norman.
Now
goes
that
in.
was close to the mark of the day, MTE mark of the day by Alex Norman. Quickly moves the ball on to the forward lines.
And again, the lead out from the big fella down there. Gets a handball. Well done at ground level. Gets it over to Wookey. It's a 1-on-2 on the goal square. Loxton North will fight.
He started well, Beswick. He's had plenty to do, though, dude.
He has had a lot to do. Like the look of Alex Norman.
Yep. So North have settled after being blitzed for the first 5 or 6 minutes. They've actually steadied.
So it's going to be a throw in. It's going to be the relieving ruckman for Barmera Monash there in Michael Mock. Take the tap. There comes the ground level ball. They want a free kick in the goal square. Play on's a call. And the umpire, it's going to be picked up. That man again.
Now that could be. That is now the clubhouse leader for the goal of the day. The Barona Storm Brownsville Tavern goal of the day.
Alex Norman has picked the ball up the top of the goal square. Ala ready bets. He stuck it over the left shoulder, straight through the middle, and Barmera Monash 3 straight 18. They're leading Loxton North, just the one goal.
Yeah, a good start again. They're dangerous around the ball. They're getting it to the ground, and the little fellas are coming into it.
Interesting, Hampel's come off. Judge Sherpick is going to go into the ruck for Loxton North.
Well, he started pretty well too at centre-half forward, covered space well.
Gee, it's a big ask for his dad, isn't it? Centre-half forward and ruck.
Sure is. In any other team, he'd be lining up on a centre wing or having a fair bit of room to run, but he's doing a man's job. I mean, he's going to be a big fella when he grows up.
Yeah, it's certainly got a big leap on him too. So, but up against, Mason Middleton, is there a better clearance ruckman in the comp?
Tell you what, he's no prisoner of gravity either.
No. Played a lot of league football.
Yep. He was almost on an AFL list, I reckon, Dubes, before he came back up here.
Yep.
He was on the cusp.
So Mason Middleton, he's going to go up against big Judge Sherpick. Ball gets thrown up. Mason wins it quite easily. Again, I think Loxton North would put a bit of time into this. The secondary.
I like what they're doing, because last week against Berry we saw them. They didn't man up at all in the middle, and now they've tightened it right up.
Middleton goes again. Gets down towards Packer. Handball comes out. Loxton North a chance to win it through Lehman. Gets the kick forward. Comes up there towards. Well, the siren's gone.
FAD, bit on behind the ground. George gets the free kick in the half-forward line and passes off to Joel Westwood on the 50.
Joel Westwood kicks inside. It's a 1 versus 3. The ball's going to go out the back and they're going to be thrown out of bounds. Bit of space for Westwood out there.
There is. He's probably one of their better players in this first quarter.
You go back before the Corona stop, he was actually favourite for the Willis, I think, at one stage, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Won the awards. But Barmera kick it in, the last touch rule. They come out, big leap there by Fitzner for the Panthers, picked up by Eckerman. Looks out. On's Justin Proud, the old veteran, on the left foot, kicks it inside. Turns it over to Butterworth for Barmera Monash, and he'll go wide to Chandler.
This is better pressure from North.
Chandler will win the ball eventually and then just kick towards space. And they try and get the ball out of bounds. This is the way football's going a bit, isn't it? They're long down the line type.
Yeah, so there they are on the wing, the far side wing, and probably more Loxton North end than Barmera, but that's the defensive side of the ground, Dubes.
Yep. It's going to be thrown in. Sherpick will win the tap to the front level. Barmera will win the ball out, though. My man there again. They're going to go forward. Up there towards Riley Haig. Oakes wins the ball for the Panthers. Michael Scott handles back towards his teammate. There in Shapley.
This is better.
Out they go towards Fitzner. Geez, quick. Kicks towards centre half forward. Looking for a bit of space. Ball comes out of bounds. Now watch Coney go to the races. Gets the ball over the back. Good defending by the Barmera player there in Jordan Freeman.
Didn't quite get enough on that. He had Justin Proud running loose at half forward. Couldn't quite get it to him.
Benjamin Druggermuller. There's players everywhere. Lines up. Look at this. Off they go. It's going to be Mock. Kicks towards Lehman. He'll come out. No, the kick doesn't hit the target, and Cook will again defend for the Panthers, and out they go to the outer side wing. Scott's out there all alone. He's going to be playing out there with Klingbull. Klingbull for Barmera Monash will get there first. Looks inboard. Handballs to no one, really. Just punches forward. It's going to be Butterworth. Gee, this guy can play some football too, Nobby.
He sure can. He was probably in their best 2 or 3 last time these two teams met.
Comes back out. Michael Mock. Boy that lobbed into town. They tell me he played some football at a very high level in country Victoria, metropolitan Victoria.
Yeah, they're using him up on the ball today. Last time we saw him, he was at centre-half back.
Thrown in, out of side. Well done there by Middleton, gets the tap down. Eckerman good at strong at ground level, holds the footy in.
He was a bit lucky there. I thought he might have dragged it in a bit, Deeps.
Paid at AFL at the time, don't they?
Yep.
68 free kicks last night in the AFL.
Yeah. It's the par now lately.
It's the par. There he goes again. Wookie wins the ball. Oh, well done there. Gets it over the back. Terry Packer handballs out. They just need to find the spare man. A bit of composure here, Barmera. They kick inside. But again, that money kick comes up trumps and goes out of bounds, and Loxton North will relieve the ball.
Beswick again.
15 and a half minutes into the first quarter. Barmera Monash 3 straight 18. Loxton North 1 straight 6.
It's always time for nippies on that clock, dude. And the scoreboard clock.
Oh no, it's a turnover. And if you're a full forward, just for the listeners, Michael Scott's pulled the switch kick and he's hit Reece Lehman for Barmera. Lace out.
He's not doing Cookie any favours here, kicking it to his man when he was leading off to get the positive kick.
You're trying to get into the game as a full forward. You're taking that one every day of the week. So Reece Lehman will line up for goal. The ex-Berry player, usually a very, very good kick of the footy, gets close to the man on the mark, kicks through it, gives the pump to the crowd.
He likes it.
And Barmera Monash kick their fourth.
Yep, and on the nippies, always time for a nippies scoreboard clock. It says that 16 and a half minutes gone, dude. So 6 minutes left in the quarter. And the scoreboard on the Wireworks Electrical is Barmera Monash 4 goals, 0-24 to Loxton North, 1 goal. Starting to slip away from them a little bit.
Just need to get their hands on the footy.
Yeah.
Around this bit. We're doing well in the centre of the ground. It's just that secondary possession. They can't seem to manufacture that.
They don't seem to be running with their players up this end either. The little fellas seem to be getting it in the Barmera Monash forward lines and not quite enough pressure on them.
Up they go again. Hampel back into the ruck now. Wins the tap. Butterworth for Barmera Monash wins the ball and gets the first clearance. Geez, killing it. Terry Packer comes out like a train, straight through. Bang. Pantalis wins the ball. Packer's going to go in it again there with Wilch. Holds him in. Umpire's pulled a push. It'll be a free kick to Keenan Wilch. Ex-umpire himself, Nobby.
Yeah, well, his former teammates are looking after him, huh?
Kicks down. Looks for his teammate out there, and Brodie Romeo couldn't take them up, but wins the ball at ground level. Over to Eckerman. Eckerman looks inboard, looks for Jonah George. Gee, he's got a bad haircut, the kid, but he's got plenty of the footy in the first quarter. And Jonah George.
Well, he ended up having a good result there, Dave, holding it in, because I thought he was in a bit of trouble for a minute.
Up they go. Players will fly. Comes out. Good handball there, Romeo. Gets it over to the ruckman in Hampel. There's the money ball inside 50. Catch that, Coney. Couldn't take the mark. And this is just where they're seeing the breakdown a little
close
bit.
To holding the ball, I thought there. And the umpire agrees.
Well, I was just about to say, breaking down at half forward, but credit to Barmera, getting back in numbers, Nobby.
Yeah, and good forward pressure from George there. Comes up with the kick. Shot at goal, 30 metres out, directly in front, maybe a little bit off centre. This will test him, I reckon. Not an easy end to kick goals, eh?
But in he comes. Jonah George kicks over the man on the mark, stabs at it. He stabbed it well. Yes,
made it look easy.
Has not moved.
Made it look easy.
And Jonah George kicks the goal for Loxton North.
And Wireworks Electrical scoreboard now shows Barmera Monash 4 straight, Loxton North 2 straight. 2 goals the difference. I think it's probably Loxton North's efficiency up forward that's keeping in it, dudes.
Yep, so 19 minutes gone, approaching time on of the first quarter. You're here on 5RM for the football match of the day down at the lakeside.
It's nice here at the lakeside looking at that beautiful digital clock, and we are getting a bit of help from the timekeepers, but the nippies it's always time for a nippies. And
always time for a nippies.
Very own, farm-grown, family-made juice. Had one for breakfast.
So young Jordan Freeman in the ruck for Barmera. Hampel wins the ball. Comes out wide. It's off centre wing there. It's going to be picked up by Dylan Klingbeil in the helmet. Looks towards Wookie and between half forward and wing. Gets that beautiful little handball give. Gee, that's good footy to the ruckman Freeman. Inside 50. Beautiful catch.
Nice lead. Nice mark.
And Tommy Lefty's gone forward, and that's just good football.
Yeah, it is. It's they moved the ball beautifully from half back through. And Lefty gets a line up for goal number 5.
How was the give from the ruckman, the second effort?
Beautiful. That's what you want to see at for McDonald's Renmark on My Macca's Rewards has arrived.
Oh, so Tommy Lefty kicks it off his shin. It's going to land in the goal square. Ooh. Cook pushes him out. It's going to come to the ground. Keller there with a big long hair. Get out of my way. He gets tackled.
Gee, Packer wasn't letting him go anywhere without coming along for the ride, was he?
He's a good little player, Packer. Terry Packer. Yeah.
I've got a good statistic for him too, dudes.
Okay, up they go. Shane McPherson throws the ball up again. Comes to the ground. Oh, it's too high there from...
Terry Packer's won a association medal in every grade. 13s, 15s, 18s and reserves, but not this grade.
Oh, well, there you go.
How about that?
He had a bit of time away from footy too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He turned up at at Marook Kingston. Their last year, I think. Now he's back here.
So the free kick by Hugo Keller goes towards Tommy Lefty. He pumps the Dukes, and he's kicked a goal against his old club.
He sure has, and that was never looked like missing, did it, Deeps?
Geez, some good goal kicking out here today.
Well, there's a lot of goal of the days here, contenders, but take us a bit of sorting out for the Peruna Store and Brownsville Tavern.
You're on 21 minutes into the first quarter. It's Barmera Monash 5 straight 30. Loxton North 2 straight 12. So it's an 18-point lead to the home side.
Maybe some of the AFL teams could tune into this.
Yeah.
They seem to have a bit of trouble. My team, Freo, they're always more points than goals.
Just had a bit of a look at the ladder, Nobby. I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. Big game in the scheme of things for both clubs here today.
Oh, for sure. Loxton North trying to get on the board after how long, dude?
I think I've got 937 days, Nobby. Up they go. We'll talk about that as the afternoon unfolds. They win the tap again, but at ground level, Butterworth is killing him.
Yeah, he is.
Gets someone on him on the left foot, puts it out in front of his teammate there. Out they come. There he is again. Packer comes up, looks in board. Beautiful little kick. Oh, doesn't quite hit the target. And Keller for Loxton North gets a relieving handball.
Nice kick by Wiltshire and a nice mark.
They take a bit of territory, the Panthers. Just going to slow it down a little bit. Hold the ball up. Michael Scott, plenty of experience. Made his debut under the great McGregor Grummett many years ago. Michael Scott, as he kicks down, looks for Justin Proud, couldn't take it. Ball goes out of bounds there.
Former superstar from Marook Kingston, Scotty.
Was he?
Yeah, lived across the road.
Oh, used to have a kick in the front yard with him as a kid, did we?
Oh, it's too quick for me, dudes.
And we've thrown in half forward for Loxton North. Ken Hampel put it down someone's throat. Goes towards that man and in Schultz. Schultz for Loxton North couldn't win it. Barmera get the ball and they come up towards Middleton down on centre wing. Good, strong contested mark. Hope says no, give it to me.
It was a nice wrestle before the ball got there, but Middleton was up to it.
Middleton goes down towards Vic Freeman. Couldn't take the mark. Ball hauling around. Benjamin Drugamulla there. Well done there by the Loxton North player. And Keller, geez, tough. Wins plenty of hard ball. Goes again. Good handball from Scott, gets it out, and they pump it forward through that man Lehman, up towards Eckerman. Eckerman now, don't have a handball to a ruckman, they say, and he does just that.
That's exactly my
Off the
thoughts,
left
dude.
foot, goes out towards Jonah George. Playing a good first quarter, George just pumps it up towards centre half forward. Can they take a catch? A good relieving mark there for the
contender
Barmera.
for the MTE SA Mark of the Day. MTE SA, your local apprentice and trainee specialist.
Lachlan Chandler, start of the world, goes towards Middleton on
no.
centre wing.
Middleton says, hang on, I'll have a go at that Mark of the Day myself.
Takes the catch out there. He's been instrumental in this first quarter. Big Middleton, out of side, centre half back flank, kicks in towards Packer. He's been good too. Got the overlap here.
Oh, look out
got
here.
Jed Millington all by himself at centre half forward. Just has to
I got the loose one on.
kick over the top. Tazo Barnes-Talis, he's going to go over the top as well. Out there's Lefty. Couldn't take the mark. It was a shocking kick. He's let Loxton North back in. Let him off there, Nobby.
Beswick did the right thing there. Let Lefty out to tackle him and take him over the boundary because he was outnumbered.
And he got 40-odd seconds left here, Nobby, so a chance for a quick goal for Barmera.
You'd be looking to hold him out if you're Loxton North.
Picked up by Butterworth, who snapped at the goal square. Lehman comes out, Dukes extended, takes the mark.
Yeah, courageous. It's quite a strong mark for MTE SA, your local apprentice and trainee specialist Mark of the Day. And this goal's going to hurt, Dave, if he puts this one through.
Top of the goal square. Took front spot off a good fullback.
Yep.
And
read it well, didn't he? He was the only one that could have marked that.
Big Reece Lehman, he stirs the old pudding as he comes in, rolls that ball around a few times, but he shouldn't miss from the top of the goal square, and he doesn't. That's his second, the big full forward. Approaching quarter time, 25 minutes gone. It's Barmera 6 straight to 36. And
Well, they've certainly turned it on for 5RM Riverland football for Macca's Renmark, haven't they?
Macca's Renmark, get up there and get your cheeseburger. Do you love the stuff in the cheeseburger, Nobby? The gherkins?
I do like the gherkin.
Oh, aren't they nice?
Gherkin and tomato sauce. It's
Oh,
an
beautiful.
interesting mix, isn't it?
Beautiful. Loxton North 2 straight 12.
And if you can't get up there, get on My Macca's Rewards has arrived. Order via the Macca's app.
What about the Macca's app?
The My Macca's app.
You've got 10 seconds left, the quarter.
Gee whiz, Barmera have had a few good players, haven't they? Starting with the big fella, and then you look at
Packer,
Woodkey.
Number 8, my man Norman.
Yeah, Butterworth.
List goes on. The 3, 2 and 1 Brought to you today by Nobby Norton.
Thanks for that.
10 seconds to go. Can't really see much more scoring.
No.
36-12. Umpire's going to throw it back up. And the ruckman, used to hate that as a ruckman, just had to tap it for time. Loxton will get the kick inside.
Ooh.
Quick kick, Coney almost took it. 10 seconds is almost up. And that's quarter time here at Barmera.
You'd say a pretty good opening quarter by the Barmera Monash Roos. 6 goals without a miss. North had their moments, and I think when they kicked that second goal to narrow the margin back to 12 points, that kind of sparked Barmera into gear again, didn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Just Barmera, too easy for the middle of the ground.
Yeah, well, if you got them at quarter time, you're looking around for someone to perhaps get on Butterworth to stop that drive out of the middle, and perhaps try and lock down a bit on Terry Packer. But as soon as you do that, then you got Watke and everyone else running.
Well, here's one for you. Keller in the back pocket for Loxton North.
Yep.
Could you throw him on a Butterworth in the middle of the ground and say, just make today hard for him?
Well, he's not frightened of a contest, is he?
No, he's not.
Yeah, so that's a chance. I think they're going to have to do something like that because this game could quickly get away from them. If Barmera do a similar thing this quarter, they'll find themselves out of the game at half time.
I always find body language at the breaks interesting to look at. And Barmera come in and they're really up and about. You can see them, they've come in, they grab the drink bottles, they've gone to their groups, they're pumping each other up. Loxton North looks a little bit like,
I'm thinking even, someone like Jack Opes at centre-half back virtually hasn't seen much of the ball. Do you throw him to centre-half forward this quarter when you go into the scoring end?
See if you can catch one.
Yeah, or deeper still.
I always thought the Barmera Ovals, the centre-half forward's really hard to play here. You get that extra sort of gap between 50 and the centre square.
It wasn't a good oval for me, dudes. It's too big by a long shot.
Of course, today, Nobby, I don't know if you mentioned it, but the Corey Seamers Cup.
Yeah, it is. And Corey Sears Memorial Cup. He's a great young player from this area. Unfortunately taken way too soon, but it's great they're still honouring his memory.
Of course, it was his last game for the Barmera Monash Football Club was against Loxton North in the B grade. Yeah.
Were you steering the ship?
I was that day, actually, and he was the difference, Nobby. I can tell you that.
He must have been just up having a kick because he wouldn't have been probably a second game he's ever played.
Yeah. I don't think they'd let him. I don't think, from what I recall at the time, he was obviously with Westies, and they wouldn't let him play in the A grade game. So yeah.
Let him strut his stuff out in
the twos.
Yeah.
Probably after playing a full game of 18s as well.
Yeah, well, he was an interesting lad. When he was a young fella, knee-high to a hubcap as a year 4 and 5.
Yep.
Then he grew to a lump of a lad and could really play. Quite athletic.
So we look down here, it's quarter time.
So what are you saying to Loxton North if you're Brett Sherpick, Dupes?
Oh, look, yeah.
I mean, they've tried hard. I mean, there's been some highlights there.
I think their best footy's been when they've actually had the break on the outer side.
Correct. Westfold, Jonah George has had his moments up there.
Fitzner.
Yep.
Like the look of him.
They've got to just head for the space.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's the way, that's unfortunate for them. They're missing Tyson Kent today because that's his style. Move the ball quickly,
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
We're taking adverts.
Thanks, Trev.
How'd that sound, Trev?
Yep. Yep.
Loxton 5.
Yep.
Yeah. Was it?
Okay. A little bit more.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
Write that down here.
Yep.
I'll actually go with that during
I'll make sure I throw it in 5RM from. Okay, thanks.
Not bad for a couple of old drunks.
Or a reformed drunk for now. Okay, more 5RM Riverland football for McDonald's Renmark. Throw that in.
I should be able to pick the pace up a bit. We're starting to get
Yep, it's all good, dudes.
names working. Oh, that's a bit harsh.
Packer to the bench.
Always good, mate, to get a good response on the boss, eh?
There's no other response you want, mate.
Good old Corey. That was a pretty good quarter of footy, like clean, pretty open. Oh, thanks, mate.
It's just like riding a bike through, Trev.
I felt like the bloke coming back off a knee reco today, mate, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we just got the message, mate. Oh. He's under the pump a bit today, Jackie Opes, isn't he? He's getting forced a little bit to get rid of it a bit too quick. Let's throw him into the ruck for a while.
Yeah. Out in the wing.
Okay, Trev. Here we are back at Barmera Monash Oval, and 1.5 minutes into the second quarter, they got cracking pretty quick here, and Barmera Monash pushing the ball forward at every opportunity, dudes.
First blemish to the scoreboard, minus score to Barmera. It's going to be kicked in from Loxton North.
So that score on the Wireworks Electrical, your choice for all commercial, industrial and household electrical work in the Riverland. That scoreboard is 6 goals, 137 to 2 goals, 12 points. Loxton
Big
North.
Jack Opes gets the ball and just pumps it forward, looking towards his teammate there in young Coney. Barmera Monash win the ball back for another young fella. Gee, there's some kids out here today, Nobby.
Yeah, gee whiz, there's a lot of them in the Barmera forward line in the blue, in the light blue.
Wookie gets the ball, kicks towards centre half forward, looks for Alex Norman again. Ball's on the ground, Loxton North win it, holding the ball.
Oh, a bit harsh.
Yeah, played it. I think it's the right call.
Yeah, it was, but it's just a bit tough on the young fella.
The incorrect disposal rule.
Yep.
And the young fella Klingbeil for Barmera Monash. He's had plenty of it too, the young.
Yeah, he's not hard to find out there with that helmet on, is he?
Don't know a lot about him.
Got a bit of high vis on it.
Is he a junior or is he?
I think he's a local boy, yeah. Yeah.
So
He's got the high vis helmet on.
High vis helmet. He's going to have a shot from about 40 out. He comes in, looks at the goals, wants his name in the scorebook, pumps it long. Umpire does not move. And Barmera Monash, they kick another one through young Dylan Klingbeil.
Yeah, gee whiz, it's going to be hard to pick the goal of the day for the Pruna Store and Brownsville Tavern today, dudes, because it's been all goals, no 1 point.
The Riverland and Mallee 5RM football for McDonald's Renmark. McDonald's rewards have arrived. Order via the My Macca's app, Nobby,
Yep.
and start earning today.
Yeah, my phone's still the old flip phone. I haven't got it on mine, but I'll be getting it. Hey, look, they're in trouble, Panthers here. They need to push. The best way to keep it out of the Barmera forward lines, keep it in your own.
So 7-1, plays 2 straight, 2 minutes gone, back in the middle of the ground. Come on, Hams, you got to fire up. You got to get up there. Jump. Gets beaten by Middleton again, and Barmera another clearance. Good tackle. Good tackle by Will Schultz.
So nice work in there by Eckerman. He's having a dip, isn't he, in the middle?
It's got to be the big ruckman again. Oh, good tap there by Middleton. They go forward again. Guess who it is up there by himself? Do I want to say his name? Alex Norman.
He's starting to get the handball. He's got sick of kicking it.
Goes to Packer. Back to Norman. Gets a little kick inside 50. Loxton North doing well here. Just holding the football up. Go towards Fitzner. Now, can they get some ball, the Panthers? Off they go for Eckerman. Kick towards centre wing. Looks towards Zach Nitschke, captain of the under-18s premiership 2 years ago. Kicks the ball up high. Go towards centre half forward. They need a contest. They do get the contest. Ian Worsfold now. One bounce. Gets to 50. Kick the goal, son. Kick the goal. It's got to bounce and come backwards. That's a shocking kick. And Barmera and Monash are going to get it through. As soon as he kicked it, it was a wedge.
Exactly. Sort of like he's trying to sit it down next to the pin, wasn't it?
Barmera kick it out towards Jed Millington. Comes in here, Joel Worsfold. Needs to get his hands in the footy. Goes towards Zach Nitschke. Panicked a bit. Just kicked it in a hurry. Kicks towards a contest. Ian Worsfold tries to fumble. He fumbles it at ground level.
Gee, Joel Worsfold always looks like he's got that little bit extra time, doesn't he?
Is he injured? Is he playing half forward for a reason, Nobby?
I know, but I don't think he's moving as well as he should.
Well, it's pumped out by Barmera. That's a bit dangerous. Fitz, they're kicking in danger. They don't pay that anymore.
No.
But Barmera and Monash are going to hold it in. No. That man, Middleton, again, gets it out. Looks for his teammate there. And Terry, I was going to say Terry Feriatas, but Terry be in the crowd today making
I'm not sure Terry ever quite looked like that, Deuce.
Loxton North again going. They're going to fumble the ball out of bounds out of side. So we take stock here, Nobby. Bit of a fumbly sort of a start at this time.
Better pressure by North in their forward line, so.
They come again. They're going to throw the ball in. The young umpire, good throw in two. Well done by Wookie. Wins another clearance on the left foot. Gets it outside of defensive 50. Loxton North are going to win it back through Hample. Good kick to the fat side of the ground, and Will Schultz will take the mark. That's good football.
And that is an MTE SA, your local apprentice and training specialist mark of the day candidate. And we should have a fair crack at the goals from you.
Who said a ruckman shouldn't kick? It was a beautiful kick to the fat side. Gave him the best chance. And Will Schultz, usually a very good kick of the football, kicks through it and kicks the goal.
The important goal for North to answer that first goal of Barmera Monash's. And at the Nippies Riverland very own farm-grown family made, it's always time for a Nippies clock. 5 minutes into the quarter, and the scores are 7-1, 43 Barmera Monash to 3-1, 19 Loxton North.
You're listening to the Riverland and Malleys 5RM Riverland football for McDonald's in Redmark.
Yeah, also listening to the great Travis Stubrick bringing us the play-by-play.
Just keeping the seat warm for Lockie next week, Nobby.
I think we might better slip you in. What's the old saying in showbiz? Never give a sucker an even break. Not saying you're a sucker, dude. Far from it.
Back in the middle. Hample goes again for Loxton North. But again, he wins the tap, but the clearance just gets sharp. Off to the races now, does Druggamullah go. Kicks inside. Wookie up there having a break. Comes to ground level. Bantalis.
That's better.
Well done by Big Jack Opes. Wins the ball. Goes over to Beswick. Beswick for Loxton North. Kicks to the two ruckmen in the centre of the ground. Couldn't, no mark taken. Barmera just kicked the ball for space. Now look at this. Look at this work. Carpeney. Look at the wheels on the young bloke. Looks inboard. Chips in, but Jack Opes intercept mark. Good work for Loxton North.
This is a better effort by Hample too in ruck. He's sort of quelling Middleton a bit. Oh, there's a contender for the MTE SA mark of the day. I thought it was going the other way, dude.
So did I. Cade Hamoud, young fella, up from the juniors, kicks inboard. Finds a spare man there for Barmera Monash Nobby.
Yep, we've got Mock deep in the forward pocket here. Tries to pass it off. Loxton North in the way. Ooh, Oates not quite getting it clear.
Oh, he's a star.
Number 9 for Barmera.
Bantalis.
Straight to Hample when he's out. You've got it, dudes.
Hample just goes out the outer side now. Looks out for his teammate out there in Bradman Fitzner. Named after the great Sir Donald Bradman, I wonder there, Nobby, but ball doesn't go any further. And they're working hard, the Barmera Rouge, to keep the ball at that end of the ground.
They sure are. It's turned into a bit of a ground ball game.
They go. Goal each for the quarter. Second goal coming up. I reckon one's beckoning. Barmera win the ball ground level. Good tackle. Good tackle by the Loxton North player.
See, I know that's a correct rule for incorrect disposal, but I reckon if you get tackled in the act of disposing it pulled off, it shouldn't be. But it is.
Yeah. Goes towards Coney, centre wing. Oh, takes the mark.
There is
now this kid
the
can
MTE SA, your local apprentice training specialist mark of the day.
It's inboard. Ian Worsfold in the centre of the ground. He'll play on quickly. Goes on the outer side. There's a 2-on-2 contest out here. Get on your... Going to have to watch Fitzner because he can run. Was win the ball, but Eckerman wasn't up to it.
Yeah,
looks like he's short of a gallop out there to me.
He wasn't running with him, was he? He was trying to cover. He was almost thinking he wasn't going to get it and cover the defensive side.
Sam Butterworth for Barmera. I've said his name about 20 times already.
Yeah, George again back in play at half-back for Loxton North.
George, this is where they're breaking down. It's a kick, and it's a kick to nothing. Barmera will win the ball back. They'll square it up. Middleton will take the ball. He'll look forward. It's a bit of space. Oh, good done there by Jonah George. Good defensively. Bantalis comes out, couldn't take it, but Barmera get the ball forward. Now, Wookie at ground level. He can do anything to spare me out the back. Reece Lehman. Another goal coming up for Barmera.
Yep.
And that's our Josh Jenkins.
Yep, it certainly was. It was good play by Wookie.
What do they call that? The old Josh Jenkins, the old sheepdog goal?
The old over. Wookie could have easily had a shot himself. There wasn't much pressure on him, but he did the team thing.
He did, yeah.
And here we go. 8.5 minutes into the second quarter on the Nippies. It's always time for a Nippies clock. And the scoreboard on the Wireworks electrical scoreboard. Barmera Monash 8 goals, 149 to Loxton North 3 goals, 119.
I don't want to say it, Nobby. And I'm not going to say what I'm about to say. All right? I'll say it later on.
Right. I think I know what you're going to say. But, could be a procession, I think.
It's getting dark here. Put the lights on.
It is. At least we're inside, dudes.
Needs a spark. Hample jumps.
He's going all right in there.
It's just his second possession. Scott just... got to get the ball, bend it over, pick it up. No, he does that over to Worsfold. Gets it back towards Schultz.
Oh, don't handball
Schultz
to the
over,
ruckman, but he did.
Over to Handful. Handful go. Blake Withers in the way, the Loxton North runner. Coney comes down. Oh, that's good footy, though. It's a free kick to Loxton North, but it's tough.
Tell you what, how hard was he there?
So
he's livened up a bit, Coney, as well.
Oh, he's a good footballer. Yep. Look at that for a kick. Kicks across, finds Fitzner. Couldn't take it. Good defensive work by Klingberg again. Oh, yeah, he liked his game. He might be a contender for that hard worker award you're talking about, Nobby.
He might well be.
Ball just rolls around again. Oh, good effort, shoulder by Benny Dragamuller. Will Schultz will go back in. So will Zach Galvin. Over to Handball. He'll handball backwards. Big Jack Opes. Little short, good kick. Misses the target. And one mistake just becomes two at the moment.
It does. Mind you, Panthers are getting in hard over it.
It's a kick inside 50 for the Panthers from Worsfold. Oh, Grieger flies. He had two on him. Moyes took the mark. Well tackle at ground level.
Yeah, that was hard work by Coney. He kept the ball in. Loxton North outnumbered there, dude. Managed to hold the ball 30 metres out from their own goals.
Up they go. Grieger takes the tap for the Loxton North. Oh, Will Lehman gets the handball. Tries to get through the pack. Barmera Monash in numbers. Oh, a good tackle laid there. He's on, Nobby.
Yep. Well, you would have thought they'd known each other by this time of the second quarter, wouldn't you? They had to get in and find out each other too much.
Yeah, it's just it was a high. I feel this is a bit of a high tackle.
Nothing.
Free kick to Barmera. Players are coming to remonstrate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a crack.
Well, not much different from the tackle Coney cop 2 minutes earlier, just up here.
So it's in the end of that, it's a free kick in the back pocket to Terry Packer.
Geez, they stick up for their teammates a little bit more than Essendon do at the moment.
Kicks towards half. Oh, well done. Right in front of us in the commentary position. It's a kick forward by Dragamuller. Goes up towards centre wing. Oh, well done there by the Loxton North player and Shapley.
Yeah, and tackle without it.
And Shapley.
Yep, you want to take it? Take it, Trev. Yeah, thanks, Trev. And this game's heated up a little bit too.
It's heated up a what? Just quickly, Loxton North are going forward. Coney all by himself gets tackled. They're lifted here, Barmera. I'll let you explain what just unfolded in front of us, Nobby. But
well, it was nothing unfair about it. It was what we call a good old-fashioned hip and shoulder, which you can't do in the AFL, but you can in the RFL. And I think he might have put him to sleep.
Yeah, Barmera player. Very quickly, his teammates have asked the trainer. I think play's going to stop here.
Yep.
Michael Scott running through.
Yeah, nothing unfair about it. He just hit him hard and went straight through. Hip and shoulder, old-fashioned.
Like you said, the AFL, it's just one of those things now, isn't it?
Yep, it is. And it's always done in the AFL on the result of it, not the action.
Yeah.
That was a football action.
Ball was dead centre?
Yep, football action, nothing wrong with it. The umpire didn't pay any free kicks, it was play on. If you're in the AFL, you're probably going to cop a couple of games if the player misses. All wrong down there.
It's funny, you listen to the AFL coaches talk now, and they talk about coaching their players to not bump.
Yeah. That's why at 5RM Riverland football for McDonald's Renmark, it's real football here at the Barmera Oval.
My Macca's rewards have arrived, Nobby. order via the My Macca's app and start earning today. So when I go home tonight, I'm going to download the My Macca's app.
Yep, I'm going to try and get rid of my flip phone and get the proper phone to get my iPhone to do it. Hey, 13 minutes and 23 into this quarter, the second quarter, and a stop in play while our players looked after, and it looked like he was in a bit of a bad way. Copped a fair bump, but hit the ground, and it really didn't see it coming, Deep.
So just quickly go for a few goal kickers, Nobby,
go
maybe?
do that.
Yeah, for Loxton North, we've got singles to Jonah George, Will Schultz and Benny Grieger. Whilst for Barmera, Big Reece Lehman has 3. So he's looking in the bag.
Yeah, and it's not a bad effort considering he's standing cookie.
Yeah. Tommy Eleftheriadis 1, Dylan Klingberg 1, Tasso Abantolis 1, and Matty Wookie 1. So
some of their better players, Deep.
Oh, for Barmera, Monash.
Yeah.
You just go through the whole list.
Where do you start? Yeah.
I think Sammy Butterworth
And Mason Middleton's first.
yeah, Mason Middleton. He's the other one.
Yeah.
And I like the game of Terry Packer. And of course, the guy I was mentioning quite a bit for the Alex Norman and young Klingberg.
Loxton, take it, Trev.
Brownswell.
Yep. So, Redbacks on top there in the top of the table clash was not something we expected, but they're having a good season. Here we are. The Barmera Monash player has been removed from the ground in the care of medicos, and play started.
I'd like to see that, but apologies, don't actually know who the player is. But play is reset. Barmera Monash will get the ball at centre wing, outer side. It's going to be interesting now to see how they react to that, Nobby.
Yeah, as long as the ball keeps moving, I don't think we'll have too many problems.
Butterworth for Barmera Monash just kicks. It's going to be a turnover towards Will Shields. Probably Loxton North's best player.
Yeah.
The young fella looks up, gets the lead, just a floating punt kick, looking towards Coney.
This young bloke has a go too.
Coney will just take it out of the ball. Would have seen a bit of his old man play back in the day, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. He was hard at it.
Yep.
Couldn't jump. Oh, he could jump a bit, but this bloke had a little bit. He got a little bit of height on his dad.
It's going to be another throw in.
Which is not hard.
Barmera Monash, there he is. Coney again going in hard. Over to Worsfold. Goes back to Schultz. Schultz will kick to the top of the goal square. Grieger, he's a chance here. He just couldn't quite pull it in. Ball's won at ground level by Ian Worsfold, but another great tackle by the Barmera defence. Yeah, they are on.
They've got a few behind the ball at the moment too. Ooh.
Gee, they're calling for all sorts of penalties.
I thought that might have earned a little bit of ground.
Klingberg takes the mark, overlaps towards Freeman. Bit of a turnover again, and Fitzner for Loxton North will kick in. He doesn't look. And Sam Butterworth, you're a star.
Nice work by Joel Worsfold around the football at the moment for North. Doing some clever things.
Anyone got Butterworth stats for me? I'll tell you what, I don't think I've got any room in my paper here, Nobby.
No, he's picking it up at will, isn't he?
Mason Middleton in the middle of the ground. The big ex-West Adelaide ruckman
Nice
looks
kick.
in. Reece Lehman drops a cake of soap. Has to do better there.
Again, Worsfold.
Going to turn it over. Worsfold for Loxton North. Kicks up towards Wilch.
Nice kick.
He can wheel onto the left foot here. He's a beautiful kick of the left foot. Coney just streamed towards the goals.
Go now.
And that's what he's saying. Keenan Wilch will now kick. He'll need, uncontested mark in the end for Barmera.
Yeah.
You just have to make a contest.
Well, you're really better off kicking it when there's no one there than waiting for 3 Barmera blokes to get behind the ball.
It's going to be Unkasolki for Barmera Monash running out of her half back. Kicks towards Wookie. Changing on the footy up forward today. Has another possession. He's got options galore. Plays on quickly. Comes out wide. Beautiful mark there taken by Carpeny. Carpeny for Barmera Monash. Kicks, asked to play on. Has to kick quickly. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. Well done by Will Schultz there to...
Yeah, good sport. He's doing it at both ends, isn't he?
Yeah.
Running and carrying the ball and defending well. So a better effort by the Panthers this quarter to date.
17 minutes gone. 8-1, 49 to 3-1, 19. We've got a 5-goal ball game here at Barmera Monash. Big Middleton again just controls the rucks. Oh, good tap out there in midair by Wookie. Goes up towards Lehman. Couldn't take the mark again. Ball at ground level. Butterworth's in there. Justin Proud for Loxton North. Goes one way, goes the other. Gets the relieving kick out to Jonah George. And Jonah George has been he started the game quite well, I think, for the Panthers. But
Nice
again, they
ball.
kicked. She's just long down the line. They just don't have the target that can lead down the line and
No, they're
the
not.
marking option.
No running options out of the pack much either.
They go again. It's going to be Sherpig and Middleton. Well done by wins it to Proud, goes to Worsfold. Worsfold kicks looking for his teammate there in Romeo, but it's an intercept mark for Barmera Monash. Yankosalki, ex-umpire himself, on the left foot, kicks high, kicks towards Carpenter. He's presented well. It's going to get the give too. Good play this for Barmera. Over to Eleferiadis. Goes inside. Lehman couldn't take the mark. And that, again, that kick just letting Barmera down. Free kick, no play on St Kilda at ground level. Bantalis gets the handball out. Lehman takes the ball, gets crunched. Now the umpire's going to throw it up.
A couple of important touches by Carmody in this quarter, using the ball well. And Eleferiadis being the runner, not the marker.
It's tapped down again. Butterworth by himself for the stoppage. Loxton North go back to stop him from getting it. Comes out towards Wookie. Bit of magic. Bradman Fitzner. I say Will Schultz has been good. Fitzner has also been pretty good for the Panthers.
Only two guys giving him any run out of half back at the moment.
Looks good type, Fitzner. Nobby, you've seen him play a few games.
Yeah, he kicked a few goals the first time these two played.
He's in Gumaraka boy. For down Joe Swab territory, mate.
Yeah, had a word to Joe this morning. His unbeaten game run for the B grade unbroken by a point loss last week, and he wasn't happy.
The second year's always hard, Joe, if you're listening, mate. Always hard to go back to back.
He wasn't tearing any strips off his own players, just off the guys in the green, I think.
Yeah. Oh. Another throw up. Barmera trying to clear the ball. Loxton North, I think, as you said, Nobby, they've stabilised a little bit.
Yeah, they have. They've dug in a little bit and tightened the game up on the...
The Riverland and Malleys 5RM for McDonald's Renmark. 5RM at Riverland football.
Barmera Monash picking up a holding the ball call here, and who has it? Packer. He's been hard at the ball in the forward lines. He will line up from 45 metres out. I reckon just test him, dudes. Just test him. Oh, no, it won't. Yep. Touched on the line, kept in play by Cook. Out Middleton, out.
And again.
That's your man again.
Yeah, it is. Picked up by Will Schultz. He's going to kick. This is Barmera setting up pretty well behind the footy.
Yep.
Jed Millington, the ex-Lura boy, wins the ball, gets his handball over to his teammate there in Kasulki. He'll pump along to the hot spot.
Oh,
Justin Proud will take the mark for Loxton North and now create some run. But he's got the run, but his wingman's playing behind the football here. Barmera player and Jaden Freeman. So he's done a bit of work in the ruck. He's now out in the wing having a run.
Millington again.
And they'll win the ball back to Millington. He can look up, he can go the switch, decides not to. Goes down, look at that number 17 for Barmera. I was going to call it Dylan Millard, but it's Zach Galvin. And Zach Galvin goes out wide again.
Barmera playing a bit of keep off here.
Just got a text message through that they call it the Snoopy Burns wing out there, Nobby.
Okay.
And Butterworth gets another touch. They go forward. They get the mark. Wookie plays on. He kicks a goal.
And
he kicks a goal.
And there is an MTE SA, your local apprentice and training specialist. Mark of the day, followed by the Pruna Store and Brownsville Tavern goal of the day. Great mark. And then play on to Watke. He's like that. He's dangerous, isn't he, Watke?
For McDonald's Renmark, you're listening to the Riverland and Malleys 5RM. And thanks to Les Lange, and I don't want to steal Trev's thunder back in the studio, but Renmark kicked the first couple of goals of the second quarter, and they're back within 2 points of Loxton.
Change in ruck, Hampel on, Sherpik off. I'm not sure if I'd take Sherpik off this early in the game. I know you want to keep him for the whole game, but I think a young fella like him, I'd be throwing him up onto a half-forward flank or somewhere.
He's having a go?
Yeah, just give him he can spell on the ground.
So back in the centre of the ground, 9-1 to 3-1. It's an open game of footy. Loxton North need to find a way to probably close it up a bit, but score at the same time. Packer wins the clearance for Barmera again. Up towards Carpenter. He's presented well at centre half forward today. Gets the sling tackle. He's interested in the holding the ball. So well done by the Loxton North defender there in Jonah George.
Oh.
And Jonah George will create the cross the oval kick. He finds this man, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Shapley. And Shapley comes in looking for big Jack Obst. Jack Oates with a little kick, goes towards Eckerman, leads up from half forward. Has a look. It's a bit more
where
open.
they had their problems across half forward.
It's the old money ball, Nobby.
Yeah.
It's worth about 500 grand a year in the AFL if you can kick this next kick. And it's going to be Will Schultz at centre. Oh, half forward flank looks in. Grigov's the lead. It's a better kick. Dukes are extended. Good defensive work from Barmera. And Packer again. He's a workhorse. Gets back to help his defence. And Packer's going to hold it in. Umpire circling.
He's
gets
still
the
got
quick kick. Will Schultz for Loxton North. Tunnel ball action here. Barmera and Monash are going to win the ball. No, Grieger gets it. Handball's off now towards Hamps. Hamps will go towards Bradman
Well, hit
Fitzner.
first time.
He's gone the old volleyball kick out of mid-air, missed it. He's going to get a second opportunity. Picked up by Joel. Joel Worsfold goes back. Finds his teammate out there in Ian Worsfold. Ian Worsfold steps around the corner. Eckerman!
Whoa,
He's taken the mark in the
Yeah,
pocket.
that is an MTESA Mark of the Day candidate. Deep for MTESA, your local apprentice and trainee specialist.
M-E-T.
MTESA.
Mate SA.
Yep.
So to say Loxton North need this goal is probably an understatement.
24.5 minute mark of the second quarter.
But in they come. Mason Eckerman. He kicks a shocking kick. That's a minor score.
Yeah, they really needed that.
That's a bad miss.
Yeah, it was. After a great mark, and he's coughed it up.
So Barmera and Monash kick it in again. It's Butterworth doing all the work. He's kicking in at full back. He kicks towards Jed Millington at centre half back. Loxton North a chance to hold the footy in.
It's an improved effort this quarter by the big fella Hample.
Yeah. Yep.
Sort of stemmed the tide a bit in the middle.
I think he's always been one of those players that has to play to his limitations.
Yeah, he's a good old-fashioned diesel.
He's
He
an
just keeps
old-fashioned
grinding away, doesn't he?
Good tap to Joel Worsfold. That's what he can do. He can shark it. Kicks towards Grieger. Had the arms chopped. No play on the
Here
call.
we go, Eckerman. He's going flat
Sam
out. He's
Butterworth.
got him.
Oh!
He's got him. He's got him. And that is a absolute...
Well, he's had the cider. He's going to line up for goal from the exact same position he missed one earlier.
I'll tell you what, that tackle just might earn its way into the Bitchmack surfacing hardest worker of the day. Because Bitchmack are the hardest working asphalt and bitumen professionals.
Oh.
Look no further than Bitmack Surfacing, bitmacksurfacing.com.au.
That's a better kick. But he's gone across the face of goal. So at half-time here, it's Barmera and Monash 9-1-55. They're leading Loxton North 3-2-20. 35 points, Nobby.
Yeah, a much better effort by the Panthers that quarter, but Barmera probably still outscored them, dudes, through that accurate kicking. 9 goals won, not a bad score.
Loxton North matching their effort from last week.
But Barmera looked like they were a player down, with the player leaving the
find out
field.
who that was.
Well, maybe back on his feet. I can see someone on the boundary side here.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah, looks like he's maybe having a bit of a concussion check, ready to go again.
Number one for Barmera, any Riley Haig limping in at half-time. So there might be a couple of guys down, Nobby.
I would say he's less likely to come back than the guy that was Aidan Scordo was the player that got taken from the ground earlier, number 4.
Scordo.
Yeah.
Right.
So quite an interesting game here in terms of 5RM Riverland football for McDonald's Renmark. You'd say a spirited comeback a little by Panthers here, at least around the ball, if not on the scoreboard.
Yeah, having a go.
You got the goal scorers, Dave?
Yeah, no, I've got the goal scorers. Firstly for Barmera and Monash, Reece Lehman, a good first half with 3 goals.
Yep.
You know,
one gimme, which is
and that got the guy
gift.
started.
Yep.
You know, so you're going to take that. Tommy Lefty, I think he's had a sensational game in the middle. He's kicked the goal. Dylan Klingbill 1, Tasso Bantalis 1, and Matty Wookey a couple of goals. Whilst for Loxton North, all singles. You know, Will Schultz, Jonah George, and Benjamin Grieger. Just interesting. Jonah George started forward and then went back in the second quarter.
That's what I mean. He had plenty of it that quarter. So his effort to half time is a pretty fair one for the Panthers, along with Will Schultz. And I thought Worsfold in his 100th game today, that was a good second quarter. He kind of owned the ball.
He's the man
for
him. He's the man that can touch it.
Yeah, he owned the ball in the packs and got it out to players. And I thought his effort was pretty solid. For Barmera and Monash will line up. It's more like who hasn't had a kick rather than who has played well. Dude.
Some good marks of the day contenders, mate, for MTESA, your local apprentice and training specialist.
Yeah, I'm thinking Caleb Kearney might have his nose in front at the moment.
Goal of the day, Peruna Store and Brownswell Tavern. Should go out there for a couple tonight.
Absolutely. I'm hoping someone kicks on the second half because I've forgotten how many we had in the first half.
And of course, if you just tuned in, you're on 5RM Riverland football for McDonald's Renmark.
Half time here at Barmera Monash Oval. We have Barmera 9 goals 155, Loxton North 3-3-21. We'll be back with you soon. Thanks, Trev. You get it from Not the sort of bloke you'd be necessarily having a bit of a gamble. Not that we gamble here.
No, we don't.
But
how are you going to the quaddie today?
I'll be well out, I reckon.
So it's got to be Benny Grieger at...
Tell you what, I wouldn't have him in the third leg on his own.
And he comes from about 40 out. He stabs at it, misses badly. It's still in play. Ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I think he'd been better playing on.
Ex-state fullback.
I think he made his name at fullback for a reason.
Yeah, throw in. Just around for the Loxton North goal. Can they get the clearance goal? Barmera Monash, keep it in tight. Good play.
They've started the quarter with intent, haven't they?
Been impressed with the way Barmera have just gone about their team stuff today, Nobby. Yep. Doing it for each other. It's good to see. Beswick picks it up for Loxton North. Tries to get through, won't get through. It's going to be a free kick at centre half back.
Well, there's a change. Beswick into the forward line, Stoops.
Barmera Monash just chip around. Go towards Wookie again. It's going to be a free kick. No, play on's a call. He was taken high. Coney gets it at ground level for Loxton North, but turns it over to Barmera Monash. Now they can run it out. Comes down towards the big fella there. Big Mock. Michael Mock. Going to get it back in the 1-2. Looks up. Kicks towards Packer. Has his player in a good spot. Over the back. Van Taylor's at ground level. Watch here. Well done by Reece Lehman. Sticks the big body in there. Gets the hand on a Van Taylor. Yep. Over to Van Taylor through Carpeny. Oh, could feel a goal coming up there, but they're still going to muck around with it a little bit. And Reece Lehman, he's not your ground ball player. But Barmera still with the ball. Santalis will eventually get a snap-on goal, and eventually the hard work will pay off.
From 45 metres out on the run, that is a definite contender for the goal of the day, dude. And for the Peruna Store and Brownsville Tavern, goal of the day.
I'm glad a goal eventuated from that. It was good football from Barmera Monash. Took the ball off half-back, came the length of the ground, got that 2v1.
It was good work out here on the half-forward flank by Packer, who made a man probably 6 inches taller than him, and pushed him under the ball.
Austin Carpeny.
And created the opportunity.
Yep. So now 2 minutes into the third stanza. It's Barmera Monash 10-1, 60, should be 61, I would imagine, not 63.
On the Wireworks electrical scoreboard.
Loxton North 3-3-21.
I always stay away from the totals, too. I have trouble adding them up as well.
And they come. Middleton again. Centre of the ground, ball's going to be thrown back up.
Look, I think Westfold's move onto the ball for North has squared it up a little bit.
Yep.
Not completely.
They get the ball forward.
Nice work. Nice
well
work.
done by Shapley. The rugged defender wins the ball and kicks long towards centre half forward. Wiltshire's down there. Well done by Jed Millington.
It's a bit unfortunate for Shapley there. He put the backspin and everything in and then kicked it to Barmera.
Win it back, Coney for Loxton North. Looks up. Looks inboard for Romeo. Couldn't take the mark. Goes again. Good work by the young Barmera player.
Yep, held the ball in when North had one out the back there.
Yeah, they're doing well. Holding it up. Just joined us. Barmera Monash on top of the moment. Picked off again by Sammy Butterworth off half back. Kicks towards the centre of the ground. Big handfuls there with Klingbill. There's about 100 kilos difference. Over towards that man for Loxton North in Schultz. They go forward again through Eckerman. Eckerman will go out towards half forward. Sherpig flies, couldn't take it. Create the crumbs. Well done, Romeo at ground level. Gets it up towards Big Benny Grieger. Can he turn the clock back a few years and pick this one up? Good work by Barmera Monash as they just push the ball out defensively. That's what they've done well all day, Nobby. They've just taken it out.
You'd say the delivery by Loxton North's aiding him, isn't it? Because they're just really slamming it on the beat.
But it's team first stuff. Let's get the ball out of danger. Let's get it out of bounds so we can reset. Good coaching by Corey Gilbert.
Nice hit out by Grieger.
Ball's on the ground again.
Look, the chaos ball's okay when you've got numbers there, but when you haven't got numbers, you're in trouble.
I know, it just looks so open to me today. You know, watching the game last week, the Loxton Wakery game, Nobby, was very, very much more congested.
Yeah.
There seems to be plenty of space. As Loxton North try and take the mark on centre wing. Barmera Monash are going to win it. Now they can run. Good player in Tommy Lefty. Gee, he's been good today. Kicks up towards Bantalis. Hits it at full pace. Couldn't take the mark. Ball comes to ground.
Carpeny again. Gets it out.
Carpeny goes backwards. Bantalis look alike with the headband, the head buns. But they just look dangerous in this part of the ground.
Perhaps we could get them to wear a different colour bun each. Make it easier, dude.
They're going to throw it up centre half forward for Barmera Monash. Third quarter. It's 61-21. 40-point lead. Sammy Butterworth, he just class. Kicks it inside 50. Out the back. Cookie goes back with a flight. He's going to take it through.
And here we are, 4 minutes 30 into the third quarter on the it's always time for a Nippy's clock. And the score 10-3-61 to 3-3-21.
You're listening to the Riverland and Mallee's 5RM Riverland football for McDonald's in Renmark. If you just joined us, it's 10 goals to 3. Loxton North, it's getting dark. Lights won't have to come on soon, but they got the footy and they kick it up towards centre half back. Barmera doing well, just playing the territory game, keeping it inside. They got the loose man now, and that loose man is Norman.
Yeah, always got that option, haven't they?
Looks a good player.
Yeah.
Just kicks to the hot spot. Says Lehman leads to there. Cookie comes out. Well done by Lehman. Got front and square to Eleftheriadis. Got the kick away, but well done by Will Lehman. Will Lehman for Loxton North finds his ruckman in Hamplets and a half back. You got to give it to the
should have given it to him. Yeah, should have given it to him.
Ham says no. I know how to kick the ball, so he goes to the helicopter kick. Goes up towards centre wing, and it's a stalemate there. You just got to give that, don't you?
You do.
Open the line up.
You're 7 goals down. You got to have a go, don't you?
Big Hamps runs to the contest. Middleton jumps high.
Oh,
Hamps
nice hit out.
Goes towards Joel Worsfold. Just kicks around the corner. Turns it over towards Jenny Millington.
Gee, he's had a bit of it today too.
He's taken a lot of marks.
Yeah.
And he looks up now. They're going to play the corridor a bit more. It's good play by Barmera Monash. Goes inside. Players will fly. Good stuff there. Lachlan Chandler plays on. The Wookie will fix the mess up. Goes in for the handball. At ground level, well done by George for Loxton North. Goes back to Chandler. Big Chanders. Give us a handball, says Klingberg. He gets tackled by Will Schultz. Klingberg goes back in, gives the handball over to Mock. And Mock just says, get out of my way. Kicks towards full forward. And Anton Cook takes the relieving mark for Loxton North.
They keep their feet a little bit better too, I think, the Roos.
Crowd like that.
Pretty big contract for Joel Worsfold to try and outmark Mason Middleton.
Right in front of the members here at Barmera. Supporters like what they're seeing at the moment. 6.5 minutes gone. Barmera Monash 10-2, 62, leading Loxton North 3-3-21. Enjoy the football on 5RM. Football for McDonald's Renmark.
Eckerman comes clear, but not clear enough.
Goes out Klingberg and young Schultz having a good tussle out there in this quarter.
They certainly have, dudes. Will probably had his nose in front at half time, but Klingers is back there trying to square the ledger.
It's going to be a ball up, half forward for Barmera Monash. Big Middleton says, get out of my way. I'm going to palm it down to Packer. Packer's going to kick inside. But Jack Oates for Loxton North takes a relieving mark.
Better.
It is better. He plays on quickly. Hits Caleb Coney out on half back. He plays on, kicks down the line. Looking for his teammate out there in Grieger. Big Benny Grieger's come up from full forward to centre half forward. He just kicks across. Goes for the lead of Judd Sherpick. Judd could not take the mark. Keeps the ball in front. Goes in Galvin for Barmera Monash. Well done by Jed Millington for the Roos. Umpire's blown his whistle. It's going to be a free kick and a relieving kick for Barmera Nobby, but better play at a
little bit
halfback.
Panthers a little bit unfortunate there. The Barmera player slipping and copping the high tackle because he slipped, not because it was a poor tackle.
So it's centre half back for Barmera Monash. Of course, they're I think he's the captain still, Jake Smith, out of the team today.
Yeah, the junkyard dog missing.
Just a kick forward. It's
almost
it's a dangerous kick. Loxton North at ground level. There a chance in here, right in the centre of the ground. Barmera just taking the corridor on, having a go.
They keep gaining distance too, don't they?
It's good to watch. Hample wins the tap. But this man here, beautiful bit of football. Barmera Monash player and Tommy Eleftheriadis kicks up towards the man Carpeny. Carpeny looks towards the big leading forward. He just kicks it up. It's going to be a Cook special. Punched out the back. Tazo Bantalis at ground level. Well done by Beswick for Loxton North.
You'd say Carpeny's second and third quarters, he's come alive, hasn't he?
Second effort good there by Big Beswick for Loxton North. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be thrown in. What do we call it? The town end?
Yep.
Loxton North win the ball through Shapley. Shapley, rugged take.
There we go. There's an opportunity for mark of the day. A one-hander from Caleb Coney.
Caleb Coney plays on, looking for his teammate there in Bradman Fitzner. Bradman Fitzner, number 24. Plays on quickly, looks up forward. It's a good long kick to the leading target. Good play.
Yeah, good mark.
Good football. And it's a mark there to Big Benny Grieger.
That was a hard mark too for an MTE SA mark of the day.
Romeo, loose in the pocket, takes the kick. And he'll line up from probably just inside the paint, Nobby.
Difficult task that in from that pocket.
Yeah, I reckon kicking into what breeze there is.
I'll be looking for someone to pass it off to or play on. Not that I ever ran around a man on the mark ever, dude.
I was about to call him Jose Romeo from the Western Bulldogs. But it's Romeo.
Oh, not a
it's
bad
Brody.
try.
He comes back late, but it's just behind the stick for a minor score.
Distance wasn't the problem. And here we are on the Nippies clock. We're 10 minutes into this quarter, and on the Wildworks electrical scoreboard, 10 goals, 262 to 3-4-22, a 40-point margin to the Barmera Monash Roos.
You're listening to the Riverland and Malleys 5RM. 5RM Riverland football from McDonald's Renmark. My Macca's rewards have arrived, Nobby. Order via the My Macca's app.
Here's Worsfold again, pumps it in. Barmera playing an extra one behind the ball there, so where's the Panther, the extra Panther?
It's a good call. You keep an eye on that as the ball goes forward. It's going to be a free kick downfield to Barmera. To Loxton North. And Brody Romeo.
Eckerman copping a little bit of attention after he got rid of the ball there, and the free kick going down to Romeo. He had the last shot at goal a little bit further out and a little bit more angle, so you'd have to be a chance to.
Brody Romeo. Left-hand goalpost, son. He comes in from 35 to say his club needs it. He goes bang, he goes left. Does
Too
not
far
come
left.
back enough.
Too far left.
So another minor score. Loxton North go to 3-5-23. They're trailing Barmera 10-2-62. And they need to find a way to score.
Yeah, they had plenty of it in the first quarter down their end, but just efficiency is missing. Fair bit to do with the way they're delivering it too.
Off half back. Barmera can run. Loxton North just... I'll hold the ball up. To their credit, they've stuck at this well in this last sort of period of play. They kept the ball forward.
I think it's a pretty tough ask to run over the top of Hamble.
Big Hamps. You look for his right-hand man there in Worsfold. Couldn't find him. In comes Shapley. He's had a go, this guy.
Yeah, he certainly has. He'd better hold his head up high. Be in the first 4 or 5 for Panthers.
Kicks across the ground. Got a spare man out there. It's Bradman Fitzner. He's got some wheels. Couldn't take the mark. Ball spilling around. Umpires circling. And Barmera just do that discipline thing. Get it out of bounds so they can reset. Free kick to Barmera.
Paid it for intentional out of bounds. Oh, pretty harsh. Someone's got hold of your leg.
He kicks to 1-on-3. It's a bad choice, and the big Jack Opes takes a relieving mark at centre half back.
See Hamble moseying past for the handball, and I said, I'm not giving it to you.
Opes kicks towards centre half.
There's young Coney again.
Coney plays on quickly. Has a loose man out wide. It's Romeo again. He's finding the space in his pocket. Oh, he drops the ball. Yeah, they're going to say play on. Didn't go over the mark, so he gets to go back. Gets a lead from Will Schultz in the pocket. He'll go that way. Ball chopped off. Ball chopped off by the Barmera player in Freeman. Been impressed with him.
You're right about the team thing from the Roos. Yeah. Straight back to take the body off the ball to give the player that was getting it a bit of space.
Yep. Another injury maybe for Barmera down there, Nobby.
Yeah. Hey, Caleb Coney, just about every time he goes near the ball in the air, it's a mark of the day.
He's got 3 or 4 contenders.
Yes, isn't it?
Yeah, he's certainly a live wire.
Yeah.
It's thrown in. Big Grieger for Loxton North. Fights hard. Umpire blows his whistle. He's going to pay a free kick to the Panthers. I reckon it might go to for a holding free. Will Schultz off the ball.
Not a high percentage area to be having a shot from goal, but probably the 3rd shot this quarter from a similar
look forward, and I can see 2-3 Barmera guys in the fence.
Yeah. It's almost like they're playing with a couple extras.
Gets the lead from Nitschke, but decides to have a shot. It's going to go across the face, and pretty easy to defend that. Ball goes through for a minor score.
Easy for Mason Middleton to sail across the pack and knock it through.
Almost 14 minutes gone. It's 10-2-62 Nobby to Barmera Monash to Loxton North 3-4-22, and that is for the...
It's always time for a nippies on that clock. Always. Farm grown, family made.
Oh, kick in. Big mark by Jack Opes. Comes up from centre half back. Ragdolls him.
Do we slip that one into the mark of the
I'll
day?
tell you what, he's a chance from here if he has a shot, but he's 65 out, so he says, no, you're talking a bit of rubbish
delivery.
there.
That was nice delivery to Creek.
And he kicks in the Grieger.
Yep. Nice delivery.
Oh, they paid the reversal here. They paid the reversal.
You're kidding me.
Up the ground, Oapster's infringed. He's taken the bait, Nobby, and he's given him one back.
Well, he fooled me.
That's a coach killer. Klingberg with the ball, looks up, finds his teammate. Big Mason Middleton just racking him up. Kicks across the ground, looking for his teammate there, and Tommy Lefty. Couldn't win it, picked up by Bradman Fitzner. He just needs to get rid of the ball, so he just handballs it willy-nilly in the centre of the ground. Carpenter will come in, he hasn't got the ball, and that's a free kick to Barmera. That's a bad handball.
And he's giving him a little bit of advice on the way past.
You got to take him off, don't you? Now?
I was just about to say it's disappointing, and for young players to get caught in the trap of
it's just frustration.
Yeah, frustrating. And he's just been caught up in the frustration part of the game, Jack.
The handball from Fitzner to the middle of the ground.
It was going nowhere.
Yeah. 25-metre penalty. Carpenter goes bang and says, "Big Jack, that's how you kick him."
Gee whiz, I don't think he needed that 25-metre penalty. That went through by about 20. That was a good league.
It's frustration. Good to see some senior players getting around Opes now, just having a chat to him.
Yep. I mean, he's getting plenty of the ball. He's doing his bit, but unfortunately a little bit undisciplined there.
Fortunately, frustration
Yep.
can come. 11-2 to 3-5.
Well, you can never be quite sure what was said to him, but you've got to just forget about that. You know.
They're never going to change their mind, are they, the umpires and stuff? So,
no. That's probably the best thing about we know the AFL thing's been a circus, but at least it's getting people to not say anything. Here we go, handball.
Justin Proud wins the clearance. They've won their fair share of centre clearances, Nobby.
Yeah, but
they get to there and
look at the way it's gone in.
Shallow entries. Norman again just keeps racking the touches up. He'll kick out wide, looking for Butterworth and Klingberg. Klingberg says, "I can give a hip and shoulder." Gives one back. Butterworth wins the ball. Comes in. Beautiful spot up there by Mock. Handball gets that's what you got to do. You give it over. Kicks in board. Oh, it's hissed the target.
See Lehman wave at it as it went past.
Just wave for the ball. Cook gets it. He's been doing this for the best part of 20 years. Cook wins the ball back. Switches over towards Justin Proud, the premiership teammates. And they hit Zach Nitschke at half back up. Zach will look up. Hasn't got a lot to kick to, so we'll just kick along down the line. This is the way of the play today. Well done by Big Mason Middleton. He knew where the ball was going. Norman wins it. Coney now breaks the shackles, gets the give. Over to Worsell. Give it back to Coney. He does. Coney looks in board.
Nice
Rieger
kick.
on the lead.
Nice
Hits the
kick.
target. Plays on quickly. Has the overlap for Schultz. Schultz will take the mark from 30 out straight
Play
in
on,
front.
son. Play on.
And that is their best play of the day.
It is by far. And good work of Grieger coming up the ground and giving him something to kick to across half forward.
Good work from Coney and Worsfold. Giving the old 1-2. Cook at the back line.
This deserves a goal.
Will Schultz, he comes in and he's kicked. Oh, he's kicked out of bounds on the full.
That's
30 out straight.
That is a team killer.
Do you guys have a sponsor for the worst clanger of the day?
No, we should have. That's why I was saying, play on, play on.
Yeah. Gee, works hard again.
Yeah.
In the back pocket. Who's got it? Sammy Butterworth, up and back. Gut runner,
Coney,
Galvin.
it is a tough act.
Coney's been very good. Willie Figure in today's awards. Up they go again.
Worsfold again.
Sharks it, kicks to the hot spot. Grieger will come out ground level. They've just done this well, Barmera.
Yep.
They've really held the ball in tight, haven't allowed it out.
And get numbers back.
Yeah.
Yep. It's probably been the difference, their numbers around the ball.
Butterworth, another kick, is it?
Yep.
He finds out, hits Justin Proud for Loxton off. He'll go back inside.
Oh, nice.
Finds Eckerman.
That was a courageous mark by Eckerman. MTE SA, your local apprentice and trainee specialist.
I think the umpire's going to pay
mark of the day.
The umpire not in charge has come in here to change something.
He's going to give him a 20.
He's going to give him an infringement. Okay, it's good umpiring.
No,
So
that's fair enough.
yeah.
He was under the ball and he copped a high tackle while he took the mark.
It's good that the umpires can communicate like that. Yep. It's good stuff. So that brings Mason Eckerman within goal scoring range. I think he'll kick this. He comes in, he leans back, and he just says
call.
goal.
Good call, dude. Good call.
He's kicked it. Loxton North have their fourth. They've knocked off last week's score.
That might not be the Barmera Store and Brownsville Tavern goal of the day for the game, but it is for Loxton North.
It's for Loxton North.
Yeah.
A good kick from Eckerman.
Here we are, getting close to 20 minutes on the Nippies. It's always time for a Nippies clock. And, you say they're hanging in there, dude. They're making a game of it.
Just having a look down. I reckon Barmera have another guy out of the game too.
It's certainly not helping their cause.
So,
I'd say Justin Proud's moved in the middle. He's had a few touches this quarter.
yeah.
But Barmera just looks so composed when they roll forward, don't they?
Big Grieger into the ruck now too.
Yeah.
So, Big Griegs. Oh, Warhorse gets up high. Ball comes down. Loxton North win it through. Eckerman goes forward. Well done by Big Middleton for Barmera, though. He'll kick inside, looking for Van Talis. Jack Obst, bit of composure, gets the ball, gets the high tackle, gets the second tackle, but it's be a free kick.
Well, I said the umpire's forgiven him. He actually gave him a free. I thought he might be a bit struggling there for one after the advice he'd handed out earlier.
This is the problem for mine. The long kick down the line like this.
With the 9-9.
Yeah. Barmera are just going to win the ball back. That's what I liked about the last play, Nobby, where Cookie actually crossed the paint and they went.
Yep. That's their game, moving the ball quickly, isn't it? To space.
Oh, it's blown the whistle. It's going to be a free kick to Barmera Monash.
Middleton.
Big Mason Middleton.
He's taken them all on today
he's
in
flying.
the middle, isn't he?
He kicks there. He says, get to there. Jukes gets a chop of the arms. Play on's a call. Picked up by Coney. Oh,
Eckerman burst, Beswick
through.
burst free. Here we go.
Oh, had to protect his player there. Young Nishki for Loxton North didn't do it. Now allows Barmera in. Well done by Lehman. Lehman will go again with the orange boots. Gets it over to Eckerman. Bit of run now over to Wilch. Beautiful left foot kick. Chips it up. Ham says, I'm not going to bend over. Come on, Judd. Judd Sherpick at ground level picks it up. He goes to the races. He gets to 50. He stabs and he goals. He's kicked the goal for Loxton North. And the Panthers are up and about now.
Barmera Store and Brownsville Tavern goal of the day from Judd Sherpick there. And perfect use of the football. All he wanted to do was hit the goal umpire on the chest.
And they took the corridor on.
Yep,
didn't
exactly.
play it along down the line.
Moved it quick. I thought Mason Eckerman's work was very good there. He not only gave the ball out, but he took the body so his player could run unchecked forward. Good play. You
take the little wins as a coach.
Yep, too true.
And that's good ball movement. 11-2 now, 68, Barmera. Loxton North, 6-5, 41.
And the 5RM Riverland football
go.
4 Macca's Remark Riverland game of the day. It's still a game.
You're going to come home with what there is of the breeze.
Yep, it's picking up a little bit out here.
Very handy goal. And good to see a young bloke take the game on there and Judd Sherpick. That'll be 3/4 time.
Well, Dave, I reckon Loxton North might have won that quarter.
Yeah, I reckon they did.
Yep.
A couple of goals each.
Yep.
So 3/4 time, it's 11-2. That's good goal kicking.
Yep.
68 to 6-5.
So there's only
41.
shots. Only 2 shots of difference.
27 points. Exactly right.
And it's a bit reflective of the game. I mean, Barmera have moved it quick, taken pressure off their players with the ball, delivering it. Got better delivery. Loxton North have kind of slammed that chaos ball in there quite often. They've had it up there just as much. Just haven't been able to make a scoring power out of it.
Barmera a few guys down.
Yep. So if you're going to have a chance...
Can they run over them?
If you're going to have a chance, now they're there. They're within 5 goals. They got the breeze at their tail, and they're playing aside with a couple blokes missing.
Riverland and Mallee, 5RM. Look at from the... you might be able to read that a bit better than me, Nobby. Just been past something from the timekeepers.
That's 5 goals, 6 actually. It's scoreboard's a goal too many for the visitors.
The scoreboard's wrong.
So, gee, that's hopefully they'll fix that up. You'd hate to see them going into the last 5 minutes a goal down, thinking they're a goal up.
Just quickly, Nobby, some goal kickers. I'll give you.
Yep.
Will Schultz won for Loxton North. Judd Sherpick with the goal there late in the quarter. Mason Eckerman and Benny Grieger. And apologies to Jonah George. Yeah, that makes the 5. Whilst Barmera Monash, couple to Wookie, 1 to Austin Carpeny, 1 to Alex Norman, a couple to Tasso Bantalis, Dylan at Klingville were 1, Tommy Eleftheriadis. Great game, loved his game.
Yep.
He's kicked the goal, and Reece Lehman at 3.
Yeah, well, Reece has been Cookie's had him under control, and considering how he got that gimme, he's probably had a fair game on him.
Don't reckon he leads hard enough.
No.
I reckon that's where his improvement's going to come, and he'll get so much more easy ball.
Particularly in a side like Barmera,
Yeah.
you've got so many little blokes who get break clear, and could easily find him. But
Getting a bit of cramp here in the commentary box, Nobby.
I told you should add that killer python at half time. But I think Brett Shepard could be reasonably happy with the effort. Maybe not with the outcome, but the effort's there. And Corey Gilgan probably the same with this side. Seeing as they're 3 guys down or 2.5 guys down, they were having a go too. So interesting last quarter in shoes.
Looks like Loxton kicked a few goals over there, Nobby.
Yeah, well that means they've knocked
53 to 31.
22 points. That's enough. That's about all they ever win by, isn't it?
And that's not a 3/4 time score. So we'll get Trev to update them shortly.
Yep.
So what happens here? I talked about the body language at quarter time of the two playing groups. Look at it now, mate.
Okay, take it now, Trev.
No, that's right. Oh, yeah, having a go.
I would just say to Jack, you know, forget about that shit.
Yeah, it sure is, Trev. And ball just going up here at Barmera and Loxton North deep into attack. Opes in the forward line, Stoobs. Had a go.
Yeah, had a go. Barmera are going to do a little bit of hard work. They're going to get the ball in the back pocket. I reckon the first goal here is massive, Nobby.
Yeah, gee whiz, that breeze has sprung up.
It has indeed. Oh, well done there. This Packer wins the ball, gets it from Eleftheriadis, comes up towards centre wing. Well done by the big Mock. He wins the ball. The breeze has sprung up. You can see it hold up in the air there. It's going to be Carpenter. He goes back to Mock. Gets tackled. Justin Proud. Can they get the first score here, the Panthers? There's free downfield. It's going to be a free kick to Caleb
Coney. Yep.
I reckon the wind's picked up.
It has.
Loxton North coming home with a wind.
So here we are, a minute into the quarter on the Nippies. It's always time for a Nippies clock, and the scoreboard tells us, the well-worked electrical scoreboard, 11 goal 2 to 5 goal 6. North desperate for that first goal.
Oh, the kick inside 50.
Yep. Here we go.
Down badly. Ekman pitches the ball. He'll snap and he'll kick the first one.
I tell you what, that is a goal of the day for the Peruna Store and Brownsville Tavern goal of the day, and the importance of it. And you'd say picked up a ball, ran around a couple and snapped it.
And he took a minute off the clock too.
Yep, he's played very well, Eckerman, in the middle and up forward.
It's got a bit of a feel here, Nobby. I feel something's just brewing just a little bit, just simmering away.
Yeah, well, don't get in your car and drive home just yet unless you're listening to 5RM Riverland football on the radio with us.
Oh, 11-2, 68 to 6-6, 42. So he's 26 points.
Better off staying in your car here and turning the radio on.
Oh, we just lost the sponsors page out the window.
Oh, still got the other two.
Wind has picked up. Back in the centre. Over Big Hample wins the clearance, the tap, and gets a kick. Kicks up towards Romeo at centre half forward. Has to go at ground level, could win the ball. Judge Sherby comes in, just gets it inside.
Oh, a bit harsh.
He's paid the kicking in danger. They haven't paid that since 1995.
No. See Coney tightening up on Millington, not getting those easy intercepts.
Big Millington just chips it down the Butterworth. Clearly, he's at the 3 votes at three-quarter time.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Plays on, goes looking for the switch, takes the bounce. Says, get out of my way.
He's racking up stats, albeit going the wrong direction.
Look at the ball hold up in the wind there, though. The wind has definitely picked up. Loxton North.
Gee, that was good play by Beswick there. Not only did he clear the contest, he knocked it 25 metres forward to closer to the goal for the Panthers. I think you're right, dude. There could be something on here.
It's going to be a throw-in. Sherby going to go up against Middleton. Gives Middleton front position, so he taps down.
Oh, nice.
Finds that man Butterworth. Not only is the best tennis player in the comp, he's a pretty good footballer, Nobby Norton.
Yep, there it is, Will Lehman. Hample doing the right thing there, taking the body. They're finally doing some team things, the Panthers. Here we go, Grieger.
Lehman kicks it long, puts it on Grieger's head. Nothing at ground level. Barmera don't dispose of it properly. That's holding the ball. And Ian Worsfold will line up for a goal. 40 out, directly in front.
Perfect tackle. He had time to get rid of it, and when he was tackled, all he did was throw it out.
Oh, could we get a close one?
Where do you aim here?
I'll be dead centre.
Straight down the middle.
Yep, kicks in. Umpire does not move.
And that's where it goes.
And he kicks a goal. So Loxton North have got 2 in 3 minutes.
Yep, so they're back in it here.
And I reckon the big steal could be on.
Gee, Debs, I've had to close the door so I don't get blown away.
You just see when Barmera win the ball knob, but they're kicking it, and he's holding up in the wind noticeably now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really
how many
up.
more to put pressure on them, do you think? 20 points? One more?
I always thought you get within 8, you get within 3 goals, it's game on.
So one more?
One more.
Yep.
One more quick one.
Yep. And then there's plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Yep.
So can Hams win another clearance? He jumped high the last one. He won the ball, kicked it forward himself. North need to make it into a game of territory now.
Yep.
They need to get it inside 50 and lock it in.
I think they need to just not look short, but just look to the goal square every time.
And with the 6-6-6, win the clearance, get it in there.
Well, Hamps is doing it all on his own, tapping it to himself, running out.
Women coming out to play afterwards.
Yep. Nice
Warming
outfit,
up.
that Panthers outfit.
Wins it again, the big fella. Gets it. Another clearance to the Panthers. They go forward for Ian Worsfold. Kicks up towards Nitschke in the back. Hands up. Grieger takes it. Gets the handle over to Eckerman. He looks in board. There's a free man, but just couldn't hit the target. Brown at ground level, all done by the Barmera defence. They win it, and they get the clearing kick. But Joel Worsfold's there, the magic man. He's lifted the team in the second half. Looks in board. Just cooks the kick. Zach Nitschke gets in. Handballs out to Fitzner. Fitzner takes a flying shot. Judge Sherby all over the goal square.
All on
has
his
taken
own.
the mark.
Gee whiz, Dubes, there is something happening here. You read it. You picked it.
And Judge Sherby push forward. That's what the young bloke has to do, Nobby.
Yep.
He push forward, take a catch.
I thought Eckerman could have had a go last time round, but he tried to do the team thing, but which is where they're at.
In he comes.
Gee, they need
Judge
this.
Sherby. He's missed it. You could see it. He just leant back on the kick. His dad just smashed the coach's box, I reckon, Nobby.
Yeah. Look, it's not all lost just yet,
No, it's not lost.
but that would have been very handy.
20 points. But, like we said, they need to play this forward half game now. The ball has to stay here.
It needs to go to the top of the square every time.
Umpire just sending the full back. Jed Millington back. Brought his own footy today, Jed in the back lines. Plays on.
Oh, Coney up. Not
Brings
quite.
the ball to ground, get the hands out.
Oh, terrible. How did that umpire see that from over there?
Yeah, it's probably the right call.
Yeah, it was, but I think he was guessing, though. If you don't
Yeah.
see him, you shouldn't be
I think
calling him.
maybe the crowd
Yeah, it could have been.
put him into it.
Well, a few spots of rain here too, dudes.
Yeah, Barmera will be hoping the rain comes, I think. They're going to play a bit slow. It's going to be Butterworth. Finds Norman.
I don't reckon that's going to help him, though.
Okay. Norman kicks up, looking for Mock.
Opes. There
Jack
it is.
Opes. He's the man that needs to set up behind the play
Yeah,
here.
he needs to drive this as far as he can forward. That's a better kick.
Kicks the hot spot. Over the shoulder. Play on's the call. Grieger wants the free kick. Barmera and Monash get back in
Here he
numbers.
is again,
Saxton
Eckerman.
Mitchell Over towards Nitschke. He can kick a goal. Nitschke can't pick it up. Judd goes. Sherpick goes in. He can't get the ball. Big Grieger gets in. Oh, Nitschke's picked it up. Grieger's given away the free kick. Oh, he's not happy, the big man. He's throwing a couple of blokes around. Ragdoll on him.
There's the third one.
Oh, that's going to be...
That wasn't clever by Eckerman.
No. And that's what we're speaking about for the listeners. North trying to play the territory game, keeping the ball inside 50. You release that.
Barmera was struggling to get it out of their 50, and then they get a 25, which takes them out of it.
It's going to be big Oaks again. Gee, it's standing up in the win this ball.
Yep, he needs to pump this in as far as he can again. Clear the pack.
He kicks long.
That's the way.
There's no one there. It's going to be, just balls of ground. There, handball out the back, off to the races. Justin Proud just has to pick it up. Pick it up.
Oh,
Wilson.
Hit the post. Hit the post off the
Played
ground.
the Benny Hill music. Trevor Scott back in the studio. That was everything but a goal.
Yeah.
And
Justin Proud couldn't get a handle on it, could he?
It's set up for him. It sits up. He kicks the goal.
He could not get a handle on that ball. But hey, that's what happens. Yep, same here. It's Trevor got a little bit of precipitation.
We've got a game on here. It's 11-2, 68 to 7-8.
Barmera really struggling.
49.
To get it out of there. 50. Oh,
It's
turnover. Here we go, Romeo again. He
Just
could
kick it up,
he could nearly
Romeo.
make that, I reckon, from here.
He goes to the top of the square. It's going. It's going to be Grieger. He flies. Couldn't take the mark. Nothing at ground level for Loxton North. And Barmera's defence, they won't be denied.
Oh, what a game. What a game.
Well, for the first time,
there's
a bit of oomph in it.
Yep, 11-2 to 68 to 7-8, 50.
Eckerman, he's roving the ball. He's going to go the left foot. Chinana doesn't go through.
Oh, Sherpick, almost marking the day.
Sherpick flies.
Almost an MTE SA mark of the day with one claw.
Oh.
He wouldn't have missed that one. He was inside the 10-yard square.
We're back to a 3-goal margin. 11-2. That's 13 scoring shots to North, 7-9. They've had more
They've had
scoring
their chances,
shots. They have.
Particularly in this quarter.
So, interesting to see what Barmera do. Remember, there are a couple of players down on the pine. That will take its toll. A few Loxton North boys cramping up as well.
All of a sudden, North have got half a sniff here, and they're really putting it to them.
Outer side. Lights are on. Lights are on. We've played 10 minutes. So there's probably a good 15 minutes of play. 3 goals.
Oh, through goes Worsfold again. His second half's been exceptional.
I think I said to you in the second quarter, what's he doing playing half forward? First game for a while, so probably short of a gallop, but
in his 100th game, there he is again.
Certainly turned it on in the second half. Justin Proud, just a bad free kick to give away.
Yep, undisciplined.
And the Barmera player.
There was no point tackling him. He was going to the ground anyway. He was going nowhere with it.
Tommy Lefty, it's starting to rain. And Tommy Lefty kicks out. He's just going to kick for the boundary line. A great big mark there. That's what they need. Big Mason Middleton to clunk a couple in this quarter, just to take the flow out of the game. Loxton North.
There's a bit going on when the ball's in the air, isn't there?
Yeah.
Not necessarily all legitimate either, moving them around.
We go again. Hampel and Middleton. Loxton North need a clearance. Barmera just dive over the footy. You're listening to Riverland and Mally's 5RM for McDonald's at Renmark. 5RM Riverland football down at Barmera. I hope you're enjoying the call. And it's starting to rain. So
Hampel again. He'll have to ruck the whole last quarter, won't he?
I think he will. I reckon the runner's gone out for Barmera and just said we need to keep it in close. We've got to take some tempo out of the game. Try and take 5 or 6 minutes off the clock here. But Hampel's going to win the clearance. He'll kick inside 50. He'll look for a mark. Romeo, you've got to play in front.
Oh, that was a good mark from Barmera there.
Lachlan Chandler's a bit to like about him.
Yep.
He's taking some good catches back there today.
That was a nice mark under pressure in defence.
Lachlan Chandler just kicks across.
To go.
That's going to be a turnover. Will Schultz will get the ball.
It's that sort of pressure that Loxton North have to keep on them if they're going to run them down.
Spare man for Barmera is back. Middleton going down there too now.
Only one?
Only one, yeah, well. That's just a kick and hope. Who can take mark of the day in the rain? Grieger will fly. Punches out the back. Again, nothing at ground level.
No runners for North.
Nothing front and square. Barmera will do the work at ground level. They'll win it.
Out here at half forward.
And it's a good kick. Good player, this fella. Michael Mock. A good...
He's an experienced head too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kicks out wide. Again now, they got Wookie at ground level. Can he pick it up? It's driving of rain here. Wookie does it. Now he gets it inside. This is where it could hurt. They got the 2-on-1. Can they run the footy, Barmera Monash? Anton Cook comes out. There's no goalkeeper back. They just need to find the spare player, Barmera. Well done by Loxton North to win it. But Wookie's going to go in for Barmera Monash again. Takes the high tackle. He's played for it. No, it is a free kick.
These are his sort of conditions, aren't they?
Yeah, and this is... You just think one goal for Barmera. It's probably...
Puts it out of reach.
I think so.
I mean,
And they can take the time.
Still find it hard to find someone loose. So North actually getting back this time.
Goes towards Big Lehman. Jukes will extend it. He couldn't take the mark. Norman at ground level. That's a free kick. It's held on too long on the tackle. Just a few free kicks, Nobby. That have been a bit.
Yeah, he didn't need to do that, did he? You know, play the ball when you're like this. You've got to kick 4 goals to win it. Or 3 goals to win it, so play the footy.
Alex Norman just bombs it towards the top of the goal square. Players will fly. Lehman couldn't take the mark. He's had one of those almost days, Reece Lehman. He's got on the end of a few. And had a coulda, woulda, shoulda.
See, the kicking into the breeze, not holding up, should suit him because he plays in front.
Plays in front, yep. Up they go again. Loxton North need to clear it. They do through Beswick. Get the handball out there towards Shapley.
He's played
Shapley
well.
for Loxton North comes up to Coney. You know, Coney will try and take the game on. The first thing he does is look inboard. Nothing there. Decides to give to Romeo. Romeo on the left foot. Goes towards Worsfold at centre half forward. Just at ground level. They're getting slaughtered there at the moment.
Yeah,
they
getting
could use the
Millington
ball.
again.
Moose Millington.
Oh, turns it over.
He turns it over to Proud. He looks up. He's just got nothing. They're getting caught in transit here, the Panthers. They need to find a way to go. Jolie Worsfold runs over the centre wing out of side,
nice
kicks
leg.
in.
Oh,
But young Klingbeil.
so this is where the half forward's got to take him out and leave it for the big bloke leading up the middle instead of clogging it up.
Just Klingbeil again, another possession. He's going to kick it out of bounds. No, it's going to be touched and thrown in
No, it's
outside.
out on the full on the half forward line for
Well, it
Loxton
is
North.
too.
They get another chance. You feel like if they're going to do anything, they've got to kick a goal in the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think so.
With
Well,
15 minutes gone on the
they-
always time for
They kick long. Oh, play flew early for Barmera. This will be a free kick to Loxton North. Unrealistic attempt.
Ben
Nobby.
Grieger getting the free kick. Would you be cruising past him for a handball, dude?
Oh, he's stretching the old calves and the hammies here.
Would you be sending someone who can kick for goals a little better past him for a handball?
Experienced player just needs to go back and kick the goal. Take your 30 seconds. Not a difficult shot.
Kicks this, it's on.
30 metres out, 45-degree angle. Player of his calibre should be sitting this over the goal umpire's head. He comes in.
I think
And
he
he
likes
kicked it.
He likes it.
He has kicked it.
He kicked it that high. I don't think the ump could see which side of the post it was. It was a pretty
Oh.
big kick.
Wow.
So here we are on the Wireworks Electrical, your choice for all commercial, industrial and household electrical work in the Riverland scoreboard. Barmera Monash 11-2-68
I think that's...
to 8-9, which would be 57 in my book. So it's be an
Yeah,
11-point
two-goal
game.
game.
11-point game. So they're right in this, Loxton North. And as they say in the classics, dude, next goal very important.
Wouldn't it be
important.
nice to get one more? 20 minutes go on the clock,
Oh.
under a goal, 5 minutes, best team wins.
Yep. I've got a feeling for Barmera Monash, if they're going to hold them off, Mason Middleton's got to take charge of the ball in the middle because Hampel's had the better in this quarter. Won a couple of clearances himself.
Yeah, well, they've got the guns in there, but Butterworth and Wookie. They go up again. Hampel gets it. Justin Proud's had a good quarter.
Yeah.
Couldn't win the
There he is
clearance
again,
that
Hamps.
time. Hamps gets it. Joel
Worsfold.
Worsfold get out of my way, and he's going to be caught. No, they're going to throw it up.
And Coney's the danger player, just sitting out here on the fringe.
5RM Riverland football.
Well, Hampel wins it
McDonald's
again.
Renmark. Hampel again goes towards Schultz. Oh, players are just diving in left, right,
That was,
centre. Now
all
they're
friendly.
playing.
That was all friendly fire for Barmera.
Eckerman wins it. He kicks inside. Grieger comes out. Good defensive work.
Being held.
He was being held.
Whoa! Gee whiz, I tell you what, if it was AFL, he'd be getting 50 to go with that because he's getting a lot of advice on field. There's no hands.
Umpire's credit. He was in the right position.
Too right.
As soon as they seem to see the shirt just pulled a bit, that's it. So Big Benny Grieger, the school teacher from Loxton High. His team trails by 11 points.
Kicked the last goal. Can he kick another?
In here comes the big fella. He goes bang. And he says, come on. And we're back with a goal.
Gee whiz. It's not going to win the Pruna Store and Brownsville Tavern goal of the day, but it's an important goal for Loxton North, and it reduces the margin
to 5 points
on the Wildwest electrical scoreboard to under a goal. Barmera 11-2-68, Loxton North 9-9-63. Is that right?
I think that's correct.
And while we're at it, while we're
just
whipping
want to bring
around,
it up, Nobby.
You've got the calculator out, have you, mate? Good
It's been 984 days since Loxton North have won a game. Take that year of COVID into consideration.
Is this going to be the day they break it, or will they get to 1,000?
11-2-68, 9-9-63, 5 points. Back in the centre, we've got the close one here.
Worsfold again.
Worsfold, he's lifted in the second half. He kicks up towards Ian Worsfold at centre half forward. Good defensive tackle there by Fitzner. That's a great ball. They're going to win the footy. They got the spare man. They go back towards Justin Proud. They trail by 5 points, Loxton North. The whole quarter has been played in their half.
Grieger
goes
again.
In for Grieger. He's pulling on the old Buddy Franklin from last night. 5 1/4 to win the game, maybe. But Barmera, they won't be denied. Their defence, to their credit, has been really stellar today.
Well, it's going to have to be stellar for another 10 minutes at least. Otherwise, they could be on the 5 minutes left.
5 minutes, only a short quarter.
Yeah. Still plenty of time.
Can they get in front of the Panthers? It's going to be thrown in out of side. Sherpick takes the ruck work. Barmera try and hold it in. They win the clearance. Just a little kick forward. I think they've moved Cook up the ground. The centre half.
Free kick to Lehman.
Free kick to Lehman. Just followed his partner up.
Yep.
This is the play. They need to try and chop it off. Hit the switch.
Well, as they say in the classics, next goal is it here. Barmera kick it, they win. Loxton North kick it, they win.
It's a up and under punt there from Lehman. Barmera, centre wing out of side, will fight for it. I hope you've enjoyed the call today. We've enjoyed bringing it to you.
Tell you what, Joel Worsfold in his 100th game, he's been monumental in this last quarter.
Very good footballer, isn't he?
Yep. Hasn't stopped boring in after it.
Highly rated.
Same for Butterworth from Barmera Monash too. He hadn't thrown it in.
Rangers stopped here. We've got 5 minutes. Who can get the next goal?
Oh, I thought Will Schultz was going to handball the ruckman there for a minute.
Yeah, I think that's why he's get out of bounds.
Big Hamps doesn't mind running past for it, does he?
Big Hamps. Can he get that tap down for the clearance? We're stuck in the middle of the ground, out of side wing. Loxton North trailing by 5 points after being 36 down at three-quarter time. Barmera yet to go inside 50 in the quarter, fair to say.
Yep, Hample again.
And the ball's just wandering around. Now they get the kick forward, Barmera. Well done there. Anton Cook comes out. It's going to be touched out of bounds. So a bit of a lull. We're down to 3 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock. Umpire hasn't called time off.
And that's not on the It's Always Time for a Nippies clock. That's the game clock we've fallen off.
Barry Arnold's got his hand on the pause button, shaking. Wants to pause it every time. But Loxton North, they see that in the clearance. Justin Proud has been sensational in this quarter. Goes up towards half forward. Gets to the wheel to the back of the pack. He gets it inside 50, one-on-one. Big fella, Big Grieger drops what he should have taken. Barmera,
pressure's
I'll
on.
Tell you what, well done. Again's dropped the footy. They're going to tackle him. They're going to call for holding the ball. Ball bubbles out. Ian Worsfold picks it up for Loxton North. If you're listening at home, you're on the edge of your seats like we are. I can see Lockie Whittle at home now.
The Barmera player lost his feet there and face planted on the ball.
Up they go again. Forward for Loxton North. Sam Butterworth, just another clearance. Kicks it out. It's going to come straight back in. Good mark by Will Lehman. And Will Lehman about 70 out from his goal.
Grieger not quite getting his hands around that one. Otherwise, I thought, hello, here we go again.
Couple of minutes to go. They trail by 5 points. They kick to Grieger 1-on-3. Punch out.
Where's
Nothing.
all the Panthers?
Nothing front and square.
Oh, nice work from Barmera Monash. Cool under pressure. Out to half-back. Oh, a little bit of cramp creeping in here.
Will Barmera hold on?
It's a bit like marking your guard again in cricket. Take a bit of time up. Maybe do your shoe up.
2.5 minutes left on the clock. It's 11-2, 68 Barmera Monash. Loxton North not having won for 983 days. 9-9-63.
Closest they got to it was a draw with Barmera Monash in the first round last year. Is it going to happen again?
It's been a contest. I think Barmera might do enough to hold on. Have Loxton North got what it takes to pull the trigger here and risk losing the game, Nobby, to maybe take it on?
Well, they got
to
it,
win
don't
it.
They got it. They just got to play up the middle or run.
Inside 2 minutes. I'm tipping. Can we see a goal after the siren? Wouldn't that be interesting? Oh. But Barmera get it in. They're at the right end of the ground now. Cook drops to the mark. They go forward. Bantaras can seal the game. He can at least get a couple of points if he can, or a point if he can kick a point. But the ball goes up. Oh, goes in hard again. I reckon they're going to do enough. Loxton North need to go the length of the ground.
In about a minute.
Well, they talk about the old minute drill. Can they just clear it out? They need to win it here. Oh, didn't want the ball that well. No. Goes up to, here's the bloke, Big Obst.
He's had a good last quarter.
Goes back to Justin Proud. Here's your chance on the left foot. Need a catch right now. Get it. No, drops it.
Okay, so a minute to go. Loxton North on the centre wing, just behind centre. Here it is. Got to win the clearance.
Yeah, running down. Down in the 40s now, Nobby.
Got to win the clearance and get a mark inside 50. Plenty of advice down here in front of us.
Oh, they win that clearance, Loxton North. Worsfold kicks the centre half forward. Ian Worsfold comes out, couldn't take the mark. Can he win it at ground level? They fly in. Barmera get the kick out. They're going to win it back through Proud. You have to go, Justin. You're down to 25 seconds on the clock. He looks up. Here's their chance to win a game of footy. Can he catch it? He kicks it. Krieger couldn't take the mark. Ball's on the ground again. There's the game. Barmera. Butterworth gets the free kick. And he's going to go back and take the remaining 15 seconds off Nobby.
And he's probably the bloke that's been the most influence on the result anyway.
Oh, I would have thought so. Yeah. There it is.
So there we go, folks.
There it is.
On the Wireworks electrical scoreboard, Barmera Monash 11 goals to 68 to Loxton North 9-9. A gallant Loxton North 9-9, 63. A 5-point win by Barmera Monash. And Trevor, if you take it, we'll work out the awards. You can come back to us after that. Trev's not there.
Yeah, he's there.
Yes, he is. Thank you.
Had the close one, Trev.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Best on.
That's a good win for Wakery. Oh, Loxton. Can we leap? Nope.
Nope. No.
No. 9-9-63, yeah.
Mark of the day, Coney, Caleb Coney.
Well, good luck working them out.
Oh, I'll just make him up. Mate.
Young charger. Is that for a young bloke?
Yeah, young.
You'd have to go Klingbill, wouldn't you?
Yep.
You reckon? Jeez.
Yep, I will.
He's a tough little bugger.
What's his first name?
Dylan.
Dylan?
I'm assuming he's young.
Yep. Well, he is now. Hey, Bob, how old's Dylan Klingbill? How old is he? Young bloke? Young under 18?
I reckon he might be like 20 or something.
Oh, he'll do.
Yeah.
Caleb Coney. What else we got? Goal of the day. Ooh. Maybe Eckerman. Get him going in the last quarter. Who's going to be our hardest worker of the day, mate?